Dmanious Podcast. But we got a special guest today. We got the Neon Hunter, also known as Jamesies, and he's here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. That's all I have to say.
That is true.
Heck yeah,
That
man.
is very true. How are we all doing today?
Not too bad.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Alright. What about you?
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I am just logging into the stream if it'll allow me.
Yeah.
Do.
So basically, man, for these podcasts, there's not really any set topics. We just talk about anything for the most part.
Oh,
The conversation
Yeah.
can bounce off to anything, seriously. So yeah. And you don't have to filter yourself. You can have as much profanities as you want. I think the
I
only
mean-
rule we have.
there's some terms of service against Twitch that you can't say some words, but
Okay. I guess I forgot about that. So I don't know if I broke that already. But
I think you're okay. Just don't say anything too vulgar, like racially or
It's just bad
homophobic?
stuff.
Homophobic,
Yeah,
that's the word.
just don't be
Yeah.
bad.
so just don't be a shitty human being, basically.
So don't be yourself, basically. Don't be yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I would change exactly who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to change myself for this podcast, So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta really change yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rethink. I need to go home and rethink my life. So,
Yeah, you might have
Yeah.
to.
You want some death sticks?
I actually do want to die. So that would be a good way out.
Awesome, man.
You know
Awesome.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
Self-medication. Way to go.
What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm joshing.
This is the Star Wars thing, man. You want to buy some death sticks, guy?
The who?
The what?
I think it was in episode 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the
Some
Blade Runner
dude-
rip-off bit. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Some guy just approaches Obi-Wan. He's like, "You want to buy some death sticks?" And it's basically like the in-canon universe for drugs, basically. Like drugs in the Star Wars universe. So.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
Yo, I
interesting.
totally remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
totally remember
yep,
that.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
Hey.
remember everything
Yeah.
from Star Wars.
He totally watched it. Do you know Nick here hasn't watched Star Wars?
Oh, that's a rip.
Yeah.
Man.
It
Don't
is.
worry, it's on the to-do list, okay?
It's on the to-do list, okay? But he also has a watch later list and a for videos and for shows, and
Yeah.
It's
and
kind of full.
it's kind of full. It's kind of full,
Yeah.
He's gonna have to empty it a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, watch the Doom Patrol.
Yeah, everyone just keeps telling me what I gotta watch,
Yeah,
so
that's
I
true.
got a big list.
Community now, holy,
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with him.
You have to rewatch
Sherlock
Goodfellas.
is-
Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
watched those. Okay, I
You're
watched
probably a Lego
those,
set
that's
guy,
okay.
so that doesn't count.
Don't worry about that.
Cal makes the rules.
Yo, I remember which one it was.
So, yeah.
What's up, bro?
I was gonna say Cal makes the rules about what counts as a watch or not. You basically watch us watching something, and then you make a
Oh,
list. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
Man,
Yeah, I'd take that as gospel, honestly. 'cause it's
Basically,
counts.
basically, I might have just timed someone out for 24 hours, but that's okay. Basically,
Yo, what?
Calvin just wants to watch movies with all of us, right? So he just
Mhm.
wants us all to enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta watch The Room together, or
yo, totally.
Our
It's a
Kiss
good
is
one, I
another good
like
one.
that one.
We watched recently, so yeah, it's good shit. Man.
Did we watch The Room together? We did. No. We watched Disaster Artist together.
No, we watched Best Friends together.
Yeah, no,
what it
but we
was.
also watched Disaster Artist together, which is basically
I wasn't there for that one.
You weren't there for that?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
No, I wasn't there for that one.
No way. Then who was
I
there?
couldn't make it, man.
Was it just me and
Oh, no.
Logan?
I don't know. Maybe it was just you and L-Boy, I guess.
L-Boy, yeah.
Logang.
Yeah.
His favorite name, Logang.
Logang, bro. He's a
It's
Team
insane.
10 warrior. He's fucking strong as fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
Exactly, bro.
He's Logan Paul in disguise, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he, there you go. They both got those looks, you know. Gotta say.
He's
You know?
pretty hot, not gonna lie.
Who, Logan or Logan
Heck
Paul?
yeah.
Logan. F.
Oh yeah.
Logan Paul's pretty fucking. He looks like
I don't know.
that. Yeah.
He's
I
a
don't know about
California
He's a-
guy though, so like there's standards that he puts his body and stuff up to. That's different. I don't know. You know, like how.
Hollywood.
Yeah. Like I saw
Yeah,
something the
yeah.
other day where it's like, where do people think that other people are most attractive? Like by U.S. state, and it was like California is 75% of, or wait, no, people. How many percent of the population that is attractive or something like that? And it was like California was like 70% or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know that.
it's heaven, bro. It's just the
Yeah.
sun, really, but like, you know.
Yo, it's too hot there, bro. Too
Have
hot.
you been?
Man. Yeah, a few times, and it's like, it's too hot. I don't like it. I don't like how I like just looking at things, but I don't like going outside when it's hot. So
Matt is 100%.
like they had mist, like just mist fans where they would blow mist at you to cool down, just on trails. Like
What?
yeah, it's so hot there. Man.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't turn
Yeah.
on stream.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's too much. Like fucking outside as well. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about the heat outside. You can't turn the room temp off because it's outside. That's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you have
Well,
to suck it up. Yeah,
Going
so, yeah.
inside with all that air
Yep.
conditioning, though. I mean,
Yo, that's a great feeling.
it's a good feeling.
I hate humidity, you know? I don't mind it being hot, but I hate the humidity.
Oh,
That's the
Right.
worst. That's the worst feeling when it's muggy outside.
You
Yeah.
can't do anything about it. Pretty much, you just gotta fucking, basically.
Yep. It's the way she goes. Just gotta deal with it.
It's kind of, it's more like that on the East Coast, I think, right? Or is it more like that here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Not sure.
I think it's worse on the East Coast. Like, they get worse winters and worse summers.
right.
Yo, sometimes I can't even handle our summers, so I don't know.
I feel you.
I don't know,
Okay.
man.
Was it anyone else, or was like it was a week ago or something when it was so hot, and like it was way hotter than it had been before, and like I don't know, I could barely stand it. Anyone else? Like
Yeah,
Yeah, most
I'm
of
with you on that. Like
Yeah.
last week.
yeah,
It was last.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was almost sorry,
No. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's almost at that unbearable heat where like you go outside and you don't want to go outside because it's so hot, and there's nothing you can do about it apart from wear shorts. But that like doesn't last long, you know. That doesn't do much.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's like it's so weird too now because like right now it's gone cold again where we are.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like middle ground here. Either it's really fucking or it's really fucking cold. You know, like can't we get some kind of middle ground or something? Jesus Christ!
Middle ground.
It's true.
Yeah.
I hate
I want the high
it.
ground, man.
You want the high ground? I want the low ground, bro.
High ground. Oh yeah.
What?
Why didn't he just throw his lightsaber at him, man?
That's a really good.
Because Lucas, it was Lucas. Lucas is God, and whatever he does, there's nothing wrong with. You can't critique his stuff, man. He's fucking our Lord and Savior. So yeah.
Okay, but why would you jump like that.
Mm-hmm.
And flip as well. That leaves you even more vulnerable if you're flipping.
And flip.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's like for visuals, you know, it looks cool, so we gotta have it.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like with a lot of the prequels, even with the battles, you know, because like at least with the original trilogy, I mean, obviously it's lightsabers, so it's like obviously it's not realistic, but like in the actual film's world, it's like based off of samurai shit, right? Which is pretty cool. But then with the prequels, it's like there's less practicality to it because like a lot of the duels and stuff, they do backflips and shit just because it looks cool. But there's like no like reason for it, like in terms of like you're in an actual battle and there's a reason for you flipping that way. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and no, it's so impractical. And even like the choreography is so overdone to the point where it just looks stupid because like it doesn't look real. It doesn't look real. They're basically hitting. They look like they know their next move, like the way they attack. You know what I mean? They basically, yeah, it's like so stupid and it's too quick. Like the thing about we talked about this, Cal, at some point, is that there's like a grace to the original trilogy lightsaber fights because it's more realistic in that like the characters actually have like a power level that are actually like either good or like not that good or they're fucking OP, right? Like they're really good. Whereas in like it's so dumb in the prequels. It feels like everyone is like fucking do a backflip there, fucking beat this shit. It's so OP. It's so stupid.
It is, yeah, it really is. I think I don't know. That's probably part of the reason why a lot of people just aren't as big of a fans of the prequels. I mean, I like Episode 3 to a good degree, but like Episode 1 and 2 were a little disappointing for me, and I can understand why a lot of people hate it, but it's like it just doesn't have that same like a lot of things that made the original trilogy great, which is like a lot of small details and stuff, like choreography.
Definitely, man.
Mhm.
Definitely.
I could see both sides of it, to be honest, because what they wanted to do with the more choreography, like they wanted to make more intricate fights because they're supposed to be more Jedi trained or whatever, right? And then, but then also there's so many moves that for them to choreograph the fights themselves, the actors had to learn each individual move. They did the exact same things that do in an order. They memorized the motions, right? And that's where it seems fake because in an actual fight it wouldn't be like that. And I can see how that's annoying, but I mean, I wonder if they could even get away with it unmemorized, you know, like maybe it wouldn't look as good. But
that'd be cool to check out.
It would be an interesting thing to do because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if any of you have, but I've watched like the behind the scenes of this stuff, and they were talking about a lot of the Star Wars fights, and then like how they had memorized everything. Like they would go like 2 hours every day on set. They would just be practicing doing the lightsaber fight for them to be able to do it, and they were doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over and over again, like the flips and everything and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess you couldn't do as many flips if it was unchoreographed and shit, but it would be more realistic. But then on the same, and then like but if you didn't have any of that, like any of the intricate fighting and everything, it kind of could look a bit stale too, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of feels like George Lucas had a bunch of like, basically he had a bunch of yes men on his set, you know, because like he would basically give his idea, and everybody would be like, "Oh, that's so fucking cool," you know, let's do that, even if they think it's shitty, just because like, oh, I'm talking to George Lucas right now. I feel like that's kind of what happened on the set, to be honest.
Yeah, for the prequels, definitely. more, I'd say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm for the prequels. Yeah,
Because
I kind of feel.
yeah.
I feel that way for the prequels because it's like you kind of see. I saw some of the behind the scenes too, not all of it. But it's like you notice George giving his idea, right? And he's like, "We're gonna do it this way." Jar Jar's the key to all this. They just keep nodding. Oh yeah. Totally, George. Totally.
Jar Jar is the key to all this. Okay, it's
key to all this,
still
man.
gonna be realized. I swear. Something's gonna happen. George is gonna come back. He's gonna take all his fucking money, shove it back in Disney's pockets, and he's gonna come back and Jar Jar, the Jar Jar standalone movie is gonna fund his taking back of Star Wars from Disney. Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna happen.
Jar Jar.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be like a softcore Jar Jar porn, but it's gonna happen. Okay. Oh.
What?
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's a really good idea.
I'd buy that for $1.
No, it's movie admission. It's what, $9, whatever, however much a ticket is. $18,
12, yeah,
9,
so,
12, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You got to do that, and then stars will be saved. I swear.
Jar Jar will be recognized for who he truly is, which is
exactly
the real OG main characters of every Star Wars film. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Whoa. He should have been Plagueis or something.
I almost. Okay.
Jar Jar should have been Plagueis. I think it would have worked.
Should have been Snoke, man. I didn't even matter what they did with fucking Last Jedi, man. Sorry.
I mean,
I kind yeah, you liked. Wait, did you? Oh no, you haven't seen Last Jedi, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen your Last Jedi.
You haven't seen it. I feel a little bad for Nicky Boy because he
I haven't heard any of it.
Yeah.
I have seen the lightsaber battles though, so I'm kind of in the loop on that. The one, the final battle in episode 3, I think it is. That was an epic one, but like,
oh yeah,
they were doing a lot of twirls and stuff, and like you guys said, it's kind of unnecessary. You could just stab when they're behind, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It was closing your fucking back.
But that the old Obi-Wan one where he's old versus Darth Vader, that was a great choreography in that one. Love that one.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
So yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nick's being sarcastic here, I think. But yeah, no.
Really, really.
I think it's genuinely good. Even though it's slow paced.
Yeah.
I think its message is more.
It's more poignant.
More important. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Remember when we were talking about Cal fucking Scene 38 reimagined? It's so fucking fast paced for a film that came out in 1977. That's about two old guys.
Oh yeah, the remake of the Ben Kenobi fight. Yeah, that's a good video.
That's pretty good. It's just
but,
like,
I mean,
it's not practical.
It's not practical, no, but it's pretty good. Yeah. But anyways,
they did put a lot of effort into it, but when they cut away to the original trilogy scenes, it was like, fuck, this does not like flow well.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it didn't flow that bad. I don't know. Maybe
I don't
know. I'd have to watch it again, probably.
Yeah.
So you guys have crazy professors again, I hear?
Oh yeah.
We do. James, would you like to start off?
Yeah. So basically, one of our professors. I won't name him. I won't won't destroy him fully by by naming him because
All right.
I'm going to destroy his whole career. Basically, he's a Roger Deakins. I don't know if anyone in the chat or you guys know Roger Deakins, but he's like a really, really good cinematographer. My favorite cinematographer. He's basically a dollar store bargain bin, as Cal calls him, Roger Deakins, but he basically, the way he speaks and the way he acts is so like it's so sort of what the norm was back in the 60s kind of thing, where essentially anything you do that isn't to his liking, he'll call you out on. And then there was one specific event that me and Cal and the boys we recall many a time, which was the I don't give a shit incident. That was a good one. Do you want to tell that one, Cal?
Yeah. So basically, I think James, you were like filming a certain. I don't know. You're trying to get a certain shot, and you're like being unconventional about it, like not like it isn't something typically that like someone like that guy would do, because it's like he does things by the book. He does like fucking over the shoulder shots all the time, and like, oh no, wait, I remember what it was now. Yeah, you. I think was what it was, right? You were holding the handle of the camera.
Yeah, the panhandle. Yeah.
Even though it was a still scene, like it's a scene where basically you're not moving the camera. So why the fuck would you need to hold the handle?
You used it once, a little bit. Yeah. So good.
And then basically he went up to us, and then he's like, "Why don't you have your hand on the handle?" And then basically, I think he said something like, "I don't know, I'm just trying to shoot a still scene." And then he's like, "Well, I don't give a shit." Like he dipped his head all the way down like a fish.
Oh my god!
You know, like those bird toys where like the bird just dips its head down on a fucking cup of water,
yeah,
or whatever, like that.
Yeah.
So is he? What? So he's tall. So he's tall, and then like lean down towards you, or like, or how do you?
He basically tilted his whole body forward. He was like, "I don't give a shit."
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
That what the fuck is he doing? He's fucking. He's trying to attack you with his beak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's what it was, man.
That's...
And he also has the racist demo reel, which oh no, maybe I shouldn't mention that.
No,
go for it.
He has the demo reel, and it's like just of African American actors, and he's like demo reel of, I think he called it like an African American demo reel. But it's so weird because it's like he has. It just makes me speechless. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a demo reel of like scenes he shot, but just with African American actors. But it's just weird the way he showcases it. I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing to put together.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
Maybe he really likes African American actors.
Oh yeah.
Or most of them men, most of them female.
But, hey, it doesn't matter to him, man.
It doesn't matter to him. Yeah.
Oh man.
So private reel for when he's he wakes up at 12 o'clock and he's like, I gotta get back to sleep. I need a way of doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You need a little bit of something to take that energy away from you, that built up energy, you know?
Yeah.
All
pent up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we get James to do the purity test?
Oh, I think that'd be interesting, actually. Yeah, I think you should do it.
Yeah.
We still have the link.
Oh my god. It's probably somewhere in here.
Somewhere up here. Yeah, let me see. Scrolling through these things, I noticed we post a lot of interesting stuff. So, James, if you ever scroll up,
Yeah, we have.
just try to be open-minded about what you see.
This is some good stuff right here.
I suck dicks for Snickers bars.
What What? Wow.
Oh my goodness. What happened to you, man? Your ass used to be beautiful.
Right, there's a lot of different stuff in this chat.
Yeah, there's
That we yeah.
Where is it?
I can't find it. It's not on here. I guess I could just search it up.
You probably should just search it up. Oh, hey, there's Peach.
Isn't it just like rice purity test or some bullshit?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, there we go.
It is.
Here we go, bro. So basically, it's kind of self-explanatory. You could click it. We did this once for one podcast out of boredom, and the results we all got was kind of interesting. So
I think it was a very good experience.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matty Boy was the one who was. Matty Boy was the least pure out of all of us. Nick was the most pure.
I think I got 58.
Yeah. I was kind of in the middle, because I've had some reckless things, a couple of reckless things in my past.
I've done more sexual things. He's done more reckless things.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
That's a scam,
stuff.
not clicking. Yep, true.
So what?
Nick's scamming his chat. It's a Rickroll guy.
So
I'm not scamming anyone. It's just the test.
What do you think of the questions so far, bro? Are they interesting?
I mean, this one says masturbate. It's like most people masturbate. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you can't get 100 unless it's like grade 8 U maybe. If that's like a thing.
Unless you're like super religious. You're super fucking religious.
Yo, true.
Nick, did you get like 97, was it?
Yeah, mine was 97, my purity score. So
that means you're pretty pure.
And then
you only got like 3 yeses.
Yeah.
I think it might be 96. Have you ever vandalized something?
Well, like what? Not that I can think of.
Like property that's not yours?
Nah.
No.
Maybe I might have, but like nothing that I can recall. Do
you guys remember how much I got? Because I don't really remember.
You got 68 or 69. I can't
68.
remember.
No, I got 69. Yeah, it was 69. Yeah.
It was 69 or 68. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, James, the higher it is, the more like pure. Fucking, I can't even talk. Okay, the more pure you are, and then the lower it is, the more like, the more exciting things you've had in your life. Pretty much, you're living life on the edge. So
yeah.
Someone said protect this child. Nick, do you want to be protected?
What in what aspect, bro?
Like protection for
Oh yeah.
You gotta have protection.
No. Protect your innocence.
No,
yo, sure, let's do it.
You gotta be fucking open, man. That's what you. So yeah.
I think Nick needs to be open. I think Nick needs to go into Tinder right now.
Yep.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Right now, it's like
just
you can't really,
like right now.
Oh yeah, right now you can't really do shit.
Yeah.
That's true. That kind of sucks. So maybe later,
Yeah. We can get on that.
We'll schedule something.
Get on that grinder, bro.
Yep. No. Wait a minute.
I think that would be a good idea. Maybe I'll match with Nick on there.
Yo, let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Let's go.
You got like shorten the mile limitation or whatever, and that way you get matched, man.
Right? Yeah. We'll put like common interests as well. We'll try and match up on there, bro. It'll be good. Yeah. It'll be a good time,
Don't worry, we'll find Logan on there too.
Yeah, I'm sure he's on there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. He has to expand his horizons,
No.
Yeah.
He has to experiment in college, man.
Oh my god.
Our time of our fucking it's our time of. That's, I can't.
Hey, the lack of being able to speak has fucking transferred from me to you. Let's go.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Why do you have to do that
It's
to me?
James's turn next, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How's the test going?
Uh-oh.
It's good. I almost finished.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Some of the last questions are a bit weird, but I know, some people here answered yes to them.
I think Calvin said yes to number 97, 99, and 100.
Yeah, I'm
I-
pretty sure he did.
I can't see him anymore, but I need this. I got 79, boys.
Interesting.
90,
Dang,
79.
okay.
That's interesting.
So I'm guessing you've kissed a girl.
I've kissed a couple guys in my time. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're trying to make a fire in Tom's pants. Or Maddie's pants, or
Oh
whoever,
my
however you
God.
call me. Fuck.
He calls you your bitch boy, man. That's what he calls
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah, that's pretty interesting though.
it. Yeah.
Okay. See, it gives you a good sense of who you are as a person. We can get closer to you that way. And then we
I
can
thought.
take you in our cult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be older than me, actually. I mean, not as a diss or anything. I don't know.
No, I'm good, man.
I think, yeah. So basically, you're the second highest.
Yeah.
Nicky boy. So.
Right now. Actually,
Good
no,
job.
third, because D-Man Boy did it.
Oh, right. What
Right.
did D-Man get again?
He got 90.
90, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, man.
James, what I'm guessing you went to a public elementary school
I did. Yeah.
and
You
public
guys-
high school?
So right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Piecing everything together now. My lore.
Yeah. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. It's good. You have your own lore, which is very different from us. Because we all went to the same Catholic shit.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I
We
don't
all
think I want to
went-
speak too much into it because there's only so many
Yeah.
within anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways. Don't want to be doxxed. But
Don't want to get. Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting because we all have a similar background, but the three of us kind of stray away from that in the same amount of ways. And it's not really a part of who we are, I'd say, at all, which is very interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Catholicism is also quite a, I wouldn't say dodgy religion, but it's not.
Mhm.
Out of all of, like sort of Christianity, like Christian religions, basically the single God religions, let's put it as that. It's one of the most dodgy ones, especially the one with all the pedophiles in it. That one's that Catholic one. That one sucks.
Right, yeah.
That's part of the reason.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, man. Go ahead.
Sort of, man. I was just gonna say, like, as well, I don't like the idea that one of the Catholic faiths has this, that you can basically commit as much sin as you want, but if you basically admit to it before you die, oh yeah, no, you're good, fam. You go to heaven, mate.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of the reason I've been doubting. I don't know. Not to get too. Basically, that's part. Those reasons are like why I kind of doubt like that religion, and I was like, I don't know. It just seemed like a bunch of double standards. We already deal with enough of that fucking shit. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I can't get behind something where in the structure of it, the way they have their rules and stuff, it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, there's
That's
there's pros and cons to every faith, too. I
Yeah.
mean, I think religion is just trying to, in the majority of ways, just trying to make it easier for people to cope with the fact that they're gonna die eventually.
Yeah, that's a good point, man.
And that guilt is something they can't do anything about, and that depression is a lot of the time something they can't do anything about, and other people's death as well. There's many reasons people go to religion, and I think that should be like, people shouldn't be sort of scolded for that. But when it goes to that level of like people are taking it too far and just being fucking terrible human beings about things, like there's no sort of excuse for that, really.
It becomes a area where you can control other people. It's just like it's like a lot of institutions and shit.
It basically becomes a cult at that point.
Yeah. But
Not much of a difference.
It's too big to be a cult because there's so many different sects and different like in the Catholic Church, each priest can teach whatever teaching he would like specifically, kind of, and each diocese. So like dioceses are like certain like local areas. Like I think the Fraser Valley would be one. Probably the greater Seattle area, something like that, right? Like there's different levels of control, and it varies a lot. Like in Africa, they teach different things and prioritize different things than here, right? So I think like it's kind of too big, but then people locally take advantage of it. And then you also gotta wonder where the money goes to. There's a lot of money collected, and there's a lot of the preaching. Like a lot of what is being told in church is don't care about possessions and give away all your materialisms. And because the only thing that matters is God and His love. So it's like, give away all your shit. Why not? Like, this doesn't matter if it's gonna give you eternal life, you know. And the rich will be whatever. I don't fucking know the saying.
The weak shall inherit the earth, that kind of shit.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah. It's like all that shit is a little sketchy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, like, religion can help you try to be a respectful human being, and I think it's in another way it does help people. It does help people when you're going through shit. Imagine paying attention. Exactly.
Yeah, I never paid attention. I was asleep almost through it all.
Yeah.
You know?
I would if you were in choir, they wanted you to perform songs before, like warm up and shit. So and they take you out of class early. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go join choir, or do the what was called mass choir. And so I didn't have to, so I could leave class like half an hour early. Pretty good.
Hey, man.
And then yeah, it was pretty nice. And then I would just sing, and I sometimes wouldn't even sing the lyrics right, or there might have been a few parodies that were being sung at the same time.
Can you give us a sample, man?
What was it like? The only thing I can think of is Savior. He can save the mountain. Save. Fuck. How did it go? Savior, he can move the mountains, and like Havior, he can have the mountains or something like that. It was like
all right,
alliterations or not like shit like that, you know?
Yeah, just I
thought it was gonna be worse or something.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, some of them would have been kind of worse, but like not too bad because some people can still hear you, you know. So
right, yeah.
you know, or like singing really loudly.
Really?
Trying
Quite a
to
lot.
singing obnoxiously too, like that was funny. Doing that shit was funny.
Yeah, there are always people who do that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Usually
Who...
at the back, it was pretty fun.
Especially,
Oh yeah, at the back. You heard it. You heard it sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
especially
Oh,
good
man.
old Matty boy.
Hey.
I'm just gonna fucking put the spotlight on him. So,
Look.
JMP, are you much of a singer?
Can you
Not.
serenade me?
Yeah, can you serenade him?
No, I'm good. We'll do that later. Don't worry. When we go on that date.
Okay. Whoa. Date? Did I hear date? Date?
No.
Oh my goodness, Cal, who are you showing me, bro? He's moving so quickly. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this was all in the lab setup, just so like I could hook you guys up.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the effort. That's a good effort.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not really. Just like sort of Joy Division, lots of Joy Division because Joy Division, and it just mostly songs that I relate to. You know, if I'm singing like, yeah, sort of not in like obviously a sort of public way, but I will give it. You know, when I've got some really good music on, you know, you gotta sing to it. Otherwise, like, you don't enjoy the music. That's showing that you don't enjoy the music in a way, you know. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I think we could all relate.
Yeah.
Different ways, like just singing to yourself when you listen to a.
Yeah, I only sing when I'm alone, man.
Nick
I've been saying I never sing, bro. Like I think it's because in elementary school I had a really bad music teacher, so I was like, I'm not putting up with this crap. So I stopped singing when I was like 8 years old, and I never sang again.
I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, she's evil, bro.
She was
You could have cultivated your voice, and it could have been angelic.
Yo, now we'll never know. So.
Well, you can still cultivate your voice. It's just.
Well, I think it's already angelic, in my opinion. So.
Yeah.
So Nick, what are we gonna do to get you to sing?
You know, I don't know. Sometimes I'll sing "Happy Birthday." That's just about it. All right. So if one of you guys have a birthday anytime soon, someone's birthday just passed.
Wait, can my only birthday wish on my birthday be for Nick to sing me happy birthday?
Just no one else singing at the same time.
Nick, no one else. That's the only thing I want.
Yo, I think that would be cool. But like, your birthday was 5 days ago, bro. So I mean, your birthday's you have to wait until the next year.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Should have asked me before.
Was it actually 5 days ago?
Of course. Did I say it? Yeah, of course.
Wait, it was actually 5 days ago?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know when my birthday is because you have everyone on the master list.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Yo, what?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
He's smart. Have a master list for everyone you care about so you know their birthday.
Yeah. That's really smart.
That's pretty good.
Actually,
good.
James, I don't know your birthday actually. Now I think about it. So I gotta add you to the list, bro.
Get ready. It's September 1st, mate. What about you? Actually, yeah, I got about yours down as well.
September 1st. What an amazing day. You know why I love September 1st?
Why is that?
Because that's the day that the Blitzkrieg started over Poland.
Okay.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The one thing you gotta know about this guy, he's a big fucking historian. So yeah. You got any questions about history? You'll probably know him.
That's pretty sick, man. History is pretty. I don't have like a specific time in history that I'm really interested apart from lots of like sort of, Bobby, it's enough. She's just yelling when she's screaming like that. It does my head in.
It's all good, bro.
I really love the late 70s in Manchester because like, and like with the sort of gothic punk scene there, I love. I'm trying to think of just good history. Obviously, late 60s in like Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sort of era. That's really interesting, really cool, really obviously Dazed and Confused era as well, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Like the whole counterculture era. You really dig. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. When's your birthday, by the way, Cal?
October 21st. It's a couple of days before Halloween.
I think I'm gonna write that in my calendar.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty bad. I just, I managed to check our group chat enough to when everyone's wishing someone happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when nobody wished happy birthday in the group chat on my birthday, people did the exact same thing, and then because nobody did it, only Calvin wished me. I think it was Calvin and Jacob. So
Yeah. Maybe next time I'll put in the group chat, man.
Yeah, man. It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay.
You're responsible.
What do you mean? I don't. What do you want from me? Wait, I said it was like September 1st, September 22nd.
Rip.
October 20, fucking whatever day this is. Here we go. Okay, cool. I can type. Why does it say? Okay, there we go.
Hell yeah, boy.
So yeah, that's a fun time. That's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty good.
Hell yeah. That's interesting.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
What were we talking about before birthdays? Oh no, you're talking about history and
Right. Wait, before we move on to that, yours is on the. You still have it, right?
27th of July.
Okay. July 27th. Okay, I have it down as the 28th.
You better write that down,
Oh,
Dave.
shit.
Yeah, you better. You don't have to, but
No, I'm writing it down, man.
Oh my goodness.
There's no way I'm not gonna write it down.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, might as well.
I mean, he's your new lover, right? So like you gotta.
Bro, I fucking flirt with so many guys. I don't know what to say with you, man. I don't know what to say to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I should get a master list so I don't forget. I might have forgotten Huntress's birthday, but I was reminded before the birthday actually happened, so I'm good. Yep, yeah, that's fine. That's fun. Huntress is someone in chat. She's a friend of mine.
She's the podcast super fan. Pretty much.
She's basically my roadie, except I don't have a road to be ing on.
All right.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Yeah. What was I saying? Fuck. Shit. Oh yeah. I don't know. Fuck. yeah. I remember. I don't know. I just joke around with so many fucking people about that shit. Just fucking,
Wait.
The boys.
Did you say jerked around?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
I think that's what you said.
That's after the podcast.
Corona stops me from doing that, but yes, after the podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Maybe we could talk about Jackal if you want to, man.
Oh yeah.
No, I'd love to.
Yo, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pretty dope.
What should we introduce Jackal? Should we just say what it is?
Hell yeah. What? Introduce it. Say the whole fucking 9 yards.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man.
Appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
So basically, Jackal is a company. Myself, Aria, Calvin, who's right here, and Logan, who you guys obviously know, started. I think March. Started it about a month ago. Yeah, about around a month ago. Yeah, where we're all essentially having each other's backs when it comes to filmmaking and like micro budget ways of shooting our films because we're all film students, we're all film lovers, and essentially we're using YouTube primarily to release all of our films. Um, and we're essentially using those funds to make our films and give back basically by making better films. And we all have very artistically integral messages, I'd say, especially Derailed, which is actually coming up next month. That relates a lot. Yeah, I was thinking of Derailed there. It's actually a great example of that. In that we all have very very similar artistic passions, and we all go through very similar things, which we express through our films. And I'm very lucky and grateful to have it and to be in like to sort of have it as like the one really good thing that's come out of film school in a way. So yeah, you guys can, if anyone wants to go and check us out, you obviously go and do that. We're also doing a podcast now, which is kind of ironic because this is a podcast. But, yeah, we also just talk a lot about film, but we also talk about random shit as well, which is why I've like checked in on this podcast a lot, because I love this podcast for that exact reason, and that you guys just talk about just random shit. It's really relaxing and it's really funny. So yeah, we're doing a podcast as well now, and
Nice.
It's just been great. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem.
I posted your YouTube channel in chat.
I really fucking appreciate that, man. I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man.
Heck yeah.
Well fucking said, man. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Yeah. I think another thing too is to have really similar visions when it comes to the way we approach filmmaking. Like for one of our latest assignments, the memory project, I feel like so much of our classmates were doing biopics and stuff, like non-narrative films, that just like kind of like documentary stuff about like their own lives, which I kind of noticed. But like with us Jackal boys, we pretty much, it wasn't even deliberately, but made similar films, like films about like dark subject matter that like have these like complex characters and stuff. Found that really interesting.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you guys?
Sorry, go
on. I was just gonna say, do you ever think of like you have a bunch of school projects and shit. Do you ever think you're gonna post that there, like your individual projects from school itself, or just the stuff you're doing outside of school?
Basically we're doing both. Like we're posting Derailed is actually one of the memory projects that we had for school, which is Cal's film. We're doing, because we usually like to prioritize making good shit over catering to the fucking professors, because it's just not worth our energy or our time. At least that's our sort of mantra there. Yeah, like I think in the next few months we're releasing all of our memory projects. Would have to look at the schedule again, but it's in the next few months. I know Derailed is coming soon because Logan was talking about it when it comes to promos, but yeah, it's a lot, basically a lot, like a lot of films when it comes to what we make, including like school stuff that we're doing as well, that we're like obviously some that we're not directing or not a part of, we're not gonna publish, just because it's either just not passionate about it enough, or people don't want to do like have an associate role with us because we're not passionate about it, so why would they? we use it for more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I'd love to hear about you guys' because I know you stream, right? And then let's see, you got Timeworks over there. I've checked you guys. I haven't checked out your stream, but I've checked out Timeworks, and it's interesting stuff. I'd love to hear more about where you guys come from when it comes to. Obviously, I know Cynical Dood as well because I've watched all his videos.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you can talk about that as well, Cal. But I'd love to hear you guys talk about that. It'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've been streaming for a few months. Hasn't been a year yet, but it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
And it's actually really picking up a lot right now, which is really nice. Oh. Calvin's getting something to eat. Yeah, it's really. I play Escape from Tarkov, you know. Just a first-person shooter game. It's very fun and can be very frustrating. I play other games sometimes too. Depends. I do like viewer shit on Sundays, and then I do this on Sundays too. And then I do it every day because I'm taking time off school.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. it's a weird time. Look,
no,
yeah, okay.
Sorry,
sorry, I got distracted by chat.
oh, yeah.
Yes, I smashed my hand on my desk a few times. It happens. It happens sometimes. Nick said I should have a little target on my desk so I can know where I need to aim. You know?
Yeah.
Welcome back. Hello. Yeah, I get frustrated sometimes, but you know that's how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm usually fucking like if you look at
Sorry,
I don't know. Yeah. And then yeah, I don't know. I Huntress lost my train of thought. But yeah,
He tends to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. I was in a competitive tournament and I took it too seriously and I got mad when things didn't go according to plan and then I got tilted and kind of whiffed it, you know, kind of just didn't do as good as I wanted to do and I got more frustrated and yeah, it wasn't the best day, but at least I was in it and it was like the biggest tournament in Tarkov, so it was a pretty big stream event. The caster had 70,000 live viewers, which is pretty good.
Wow.
And I was on the main stream once, I think, so that's not bad.
Dude, that's fucking sick, man. Yeah, no, that's sick. I respect you taking time off. I wasn't trying to be sort of facetious there. I respect you taking time off school because it's just fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, Cal knows this. It's so exhausting sometimes at school. Fucking hell.
This past fucking week, man. It's just been like fucking kill me.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the past week. Yeah, basically the past week. Sorry, yeah, the past week. One person in our like sort of group, like our class, so to speak, has COVID. We had to shut everything down. They had to shut down Cal's. He's in a different fucking team. Basically, they had to shut him down anyway as well. Yeah. They're talking about, we're going to come back. Or maybe we'll come back. They're fucking stressing people out with that. It's been, I mean, yeah, I know COVID obviously is a big part of the stress, and you can wait till COVID's over and then go to school. But even without COVID, the fucking stress that school gives you, you know, it's just a lot, man. Yeah.
I was talking to, I think I mentioned it to James once, but basically I went up to one of my classmates. I seriously, all I did was just ask, hey, how's your day going? You know, just to see how they're doing. And they literally just right in front of me, like broke down into tears. Like
wow.
They just, because, you know, we're all going through so much shit and it's like so much to deal with. And It's like, fuck. Like, we all kind of feel the same way about it. It's like, there's so much pressure there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel for me, school has been kind of something that I haven't been wanting to do. It's never been, college has never been a really big ambition for me, because I kind of was ride or die and a bit too much of a perfectionist, and I either wanted to be putting like a shit ton of work and get into the best universities, or not do anything at all because of perfectionism. But then also at the same time, I was never gonna be in the best universities or whatever, because I never really tried in school as much as I could have, and it's never been like something I've been interested in. So what I did, I went into school for business, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's go do business, and then we'll make money. But like, I don't think it was the best idea, because I don't think making money is the biggest objective in life anymore. And I kind of have grown out of that.
Yeah.
And want to do things that I care more about. And I think like streaming can be very superficial in a sense, because I'm not really creating anything. But I do put work into it, and I am making connections with people and stuff, and it's like something that's actually happening. And you can see that I'm starting somewhat very slowly to see some results from it, and it's really nice to see. And I really appreciate people who are in my stream and community, as small as it is right now. And getting to get that experience is really cool. And it's very similar to business, though, at the same time, except it's something I'm enjoying, where it's a lot of networking. With other streamers, and networking to meet people, networking to keep people in your stream and shit like that. And it's pretty fun that way. It's interesting. I'm not as efficient as other people have been. I know people who have streamed half the amount of time as me and have 5 times the amount of viewers and shit, but like, everyone moves at their own pace. And if I want to go back to school, I think I have enough of a backup plan, and like, I could take out student loans if I really wanted to, for me to fall back on, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm not too there's not too much pressure on me. I don't think too much to do like schooling or whatever, and I don't think if I did schooling right now I would enjoy it that much. Yeah. That's basically my story. I don't know if there's anything else to really explain. I will be better at the game and better at streaming. It's gonna happen.
It's your life goal, man. It's your life goal.
It's one of my goals. It is one of my goals. I want to win a Tarkov tournament. That is one of my goals.
Yeah. No, like you said about connecting though and networking. It's one of the most rewarding things in life, is sort of meeting people who share the same passion. I mean, Cal's right here. He's a great fucking example of that. That is one of the most rewarding things. It doesn't matter how many fucking numbers you have. It doesn't matter. At least that's what I believe. So that's great, man. Just like being content with life. That's all you fucking need, man. It's fucking bullshit of of basically desire that's there from people that just keeps feeding more and more. It doesn't matter what it is, substance abuse, it could be money, it could be I think of other things.
Probably basically, just anything that creates dopamine in your head, maybe.
Exactly. Exactly. Serotonin or dopamine, anything that gives you that. Yeah, absolutely, gives you that high. Everyone sort of feels that, but the honest truth is that isn't real. It's fucking chemicals. It's not an actual sustainable system for long-term contentment. It's a sustainable system for short-term contentment. It's not even real contentment. That's not even contentment. That's just fucking chemicals. So if we're going by that, then that's not fucking sustainable in any sense. Chemicals, that basically that chemical hit, it's nothing basically. So yeah, absolutely, that's great to hear, man. Honestly, because like that's what I look for the most. That's what I try to do more like as I go on is have that contentment there of being happy where you are and trying not to put pressure on yourself about fucking just because there's always pressure. It doesn't matter where you are in life. That pressure will still sustain itself and will still live on because that's just how the human mind works, you know. So yeah, you've got to detach from it basically, and you sounds like you're doing a good job of that. So that's fucking great, man.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think everybody struggles with that to a certain extent because dopamine and serotonin, when it hits you well, like it's pretty amazing, you know. Like,
yeah,
you just want to keep keeping it when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I really like. I totally don't have my numbers open on a second monitor right now. Shit. Yeah. I mean, like, I've been doing. I do okay, but like at the same time, like, I do like seeing things starting to change and grow and everything. It gives you motivation too, right? So I think, and which is why a lot of people go for a lot of money or maybe grades or sex or whatever. A lot of motivation from dopamine. But I mean, it definitely isn't permanent. But I don't know if it's avoidable, to be honest with you. It's hard to say.
I think you could try to minimize like your your desire for dopamine, like having those moments of like short-term satisfaction, but it's like
yeah,
like you said, there's no way to completely like, because we're all human, there's no way to fucking like completely take that out of your system. It's always going to be there no matter what, but all you can do is try to minimize it.
Have you guys seen the video where there's this guy and he talks about trying to take away like most stimulating things for one day of your week?
I did that once. Yeah, I actually followed that.
You've seen the video though?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it too well, but it's like you just try to do nothing all day and I guess you write your thoughts down and you meditate all day and you like I guess you eat food and whatever, but you can't have sex, you can't use electronics or stuff like that, and it can kind of maybe give you a better appreciation for what you have, but also like you become a little bit less stimulated, and then you also become you appreciate the small amounts, like dopamine is like a things that give you a dopamine. It's not addictive, but like if you eat food too many times, you won't enjoy that food to the same amount, right? Because you lose the amount of dopamine a certain thing gives you. So like with refraining from that type of dopamine makes it require less of that, less of the thing. Okay, so if I like if I force myself not to play video games for a day, then I can go longer without playing video games for the next week. Like maybe like 1 hour shorter even, right? Like, and then slowly, like if it's addicting and if it's something that it's something I want to change in my life, like you can get off that if you slowly wean off, but then also if you refrain from it a day. So, and if you refrain from doing like if you can only play video games 4 hours a day, then you'll appreciate the 4 hours more, you know? It's kind of like that. It's an interesting thought, but it's not like a necessary thing. It depends on how you want to live your life, you know?
Because I actually did that once.
Yeah. I was gonna ask how was that for you?
Yeah,
I thought it was like really refreshing. It felt really refreshing to me because more often than not, like you don't often realize that the amount of times a day maybe you check your phone, like your phone notifications, or maybe you have certain ways of like you have certain like outlets to like feel better during the day that are like maybe unhealthy, you know, and like refraining from those things for a day, you kind of, it feels just really refreshing for the mind, and you feeling of like I know we just did the purity test. I can't think of, like, you just get a feeling of purity. Like basically you don't have those like addictive habits because you force yourself from doing them for a day.
Yeah.
And it feels so fucking good. I don't know. I wish I had the mental fucking concentration to do it more than a day, but even just for a day, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing to think about. Trying to get away from the superficial things in life.
Yeah.
While also trying to maintain what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And sometimes the superficial things are things that you enjoy, and maybe it's just straying away from that.
Mm-hmm.
I think in general, I don't want to, as a person, I don't want to do, I don't want to be, I'd rather be the black sheep in some regard, where like maybe it's more, a better thing would be the entertainer rather than the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Than the entertainee, I guess, because I think straying away from the normality of life in one way or another is something that can go deeper than anything else you do in life. And I think that people can be very content with what they normally do. Like, you can be content with an office job, but I don't think I personally would be content with an office job. I always want to do something different and feel like I've done something that I can be proud of. And I think that's the thing that I would want, that I deep down am chasing most. And I think, at least for the four of us, I think because of how we've met each other and how, like, we're doing a podcast together, not, think of the amount of people who do podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
For us to do that, it just puts us already in a different demographic, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maybe Nick can talk a little bit about that, like a bunch of niches that are, you know, not just on YouTube or on Twitch, you know? I think you're kind of familiar with that.
Well, like, I think, well, what do you mean by like niches? Like,
oh, like different like broads of audiences depending on like what you're watching, you know? So like there could be like, you know, a set of people who love watching videos, or a set of people who love like listening to podcasts. You know? Like I've still been meaning to listen to was it the Roger Deakins podcast, man?
Yeah.
I've still been meaning to watch it, to listen to it. I'm going to at some point.
What is it about?
Oh, he's this really talented DP in Hollywood, and he was the DP for like Blade Runner 2049.
What does DP mean?
Oh, I got the poster.
Photography. Yeah, so he's like this. Basically, he's the main camera. He's the head of the camera department.
Yeah.
So when it comes to stuff
Okay.
visually, he's the one in charge of that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, like, what do they talk about on that podcast?
I'll say it because it's the haven't. Basically, they talk to a lot of professionals that they work with a lot, or know.
Yeah.
And they basically interview them, but also they get interviewed themselves about their own films that they've worked on. And they basically just talk about technique. They talk about how they shot certain things. See, I knew I'd pick it up at some point. The fucking not being able to speak.
Let's go! Let's go!
There we go. It's gonna rotate all around us. Nick's gonna be next.
Oh God, yeah. I'm up next, man.
Yeah. Watch out, man. Watch out.
Yeah.
I like that because it's like they all talk about their specialty in life, I guess, and
Basically, man. Yeah, basically, and they talk about experiences they've had as well, and they also give like the first few podcasts. They talk how this first few podcasts are like basics about cinematography, which was really inspiring because the great thing was we were just starting to learn about like a lot about cinematography when I first started to listen to it in our university. So it was like a perfect thing to listen to at the time, you know. But yeah, it's really good. It's a really good well done podcast. It's curated really well. Has really good questions. Yeah, it's fucking great.
could you send a link in the podcast chat?
Sure.
Cool.
Cool.
But yeah, tell me about Timeworks though, Nick. I gotta hear about your sort of how you started that, why you started it. I'd love to hear about that, man.
Yo, it's a crazy journey, you know.
Thank
All
you.
right, so like 10 years ago, I liked making Lego videos. And so like I don't know, for like 10 years I just really wanted to do YouTube videos. And I guess grade 12 is where the turning point happened. Like everyone was supposed to, apply to universities and get all that stuff sorted out. I just didn't do it to sort of lock myself into doing YouTube because like I just wanted to do YouTube, and then it actually worked out, and that's pretty good and stuff. But like, I don't know, something about making videos I just always wanted to do. Whether it's like it evolved from like Lego videos to gaming to like I guess vlogging and short films and stuff, and then to now it's covering sort of YouTube news and glitches and just different things on the internet, just random fun. But like, I don't know, it's been kind of crazy. Like I always thought whether or not I got like where I am today on YouTube, I always knew I would still be doing it. Like whether or not I went to school after high school, I would still be doing YouTube just as a hobby at least. So like I think for me it's important to like, just do just have fun, And YouTube's fun for me. So if you're having fun and you're having a good time, that's all that matters,
Amen, brother.
Heck yeah,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Brother.
So yeah, that's where it all came from.
That's fucking
That's a
sick,
very
man.
good short summary.
It's well put, man.
Yeah.
Well put.
Yeah.
Very well.
Pretty good. Kind of skipped over some of the cringe, but there was a lot of cringe through all that.
Basically, what you want to do if you want to find his cringe, you want to go on Nick's channel and you want to click other channels and you want to go to Timeworks Gaming and you want to see Chaka Who Season 1.
Yeah.
Basically, it wasn't a Minecraft series that was like a parody of Doctor Who,
Yeah.
That sounds sick.
Yeah.
It's something to really look into, I'd say.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Sorry, but
All right.
peace out for a minute.
Good luck.
All right.
That sounds good though.
Oh my god. Yeah, don't watch Chukka Who, okay?
Don't worry.
My channel before Timeworks was called The Chukka, and I wanted to make a Minecraft Doctor Who series. And that's what happened.
Did you?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask. Did you play some of the Doctor Who mods, or was it just a series?
Yeah, it was through the mods. And it started off as like a let's play, and then it moved into sort of like storytelling, but from first person point of view. It's all right. It was fun to film, at least.
It wasn't all right, man. It was fucking great. It
transformed
into a fucking great thing, man. Seriously, I fucking love it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's actually back now because I have all the season 3 footage just sitting on my computer, and I want to get rid of it, so I finally edited all that stuff like 4 years old. It's not good, but whatever.
I gotta see it, man. I still gotta see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll cancel production, bud. Just for you.
Don't you fucking dare, man. All right.
Oh, shit.
Gotta see that shit, bro.
Oh my god.
Gotta
Yeah.
James, do you want to talk about the fuck? My mind's Neon Hunter. You know?
Yeah.
Yo,
sure,
what's
man.
that?
It's basically just like a little channel I have for like when I feel like talking about films,
Oh,
or like reviewing them.
you have a channel, do you?
Ooh.
Well, I used to have a gaming channel, and then I didn't want to play games anymore because like, I didn't want to do. I just grew out of it, and then I made like another one because I can't remember why I made it. I just wanted to talk about film, and like I didn't have anyone to talk about it with, I guess. So I talked to a camera. Yeah, basically just it was basically that. I didn't have anyone to really talk to about it, and I liked sort of analyzing film a lot, with especially in like sort of almost like a academic format, in that you're giving like an essay sort of. I kind of really dig that because it was a great way to analyze it. But just analyzing film is one of my favorite things, as you know, Cal specifically, because you know we love talking about film. But yeah, it was basically that. Tell me about Cynical Dude. Though. I haven't heard I haven't heard the backstory for Cynical Dude yet, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I
bro.
think he has to go back before Cynical Dude. I think he
Yeah.
has to go to Calvin
Maybe-
Plays.
Yeah, 2 names back.
Oh, That
Yeah.
was
What's his?
before the doc. Before the doc.
The dark times.
What's 2 names back? Is it before?
I mean, there was another name in there, Cinema Bro, right?
Right. Yeah. So it all started. It first got called Calvin Place, which I still have it as my Minecraft name. I wish, but I can't. I fucking hate that name. I think I made it like 11 or something.
Yeah.
But basically, I would just play games. And then there was a bit of a transition there after a couple of years where I was like, hey, I kind of want to do like movie stuff, kind of like what you did, like film. So I changed the name to like Cinema. And I don't even remember. I think I only made like 1 or 2 videos under that name, like making movie stuff. And then after that, I was like, I don't know. I didn't really like the name Cinema Bro. So I was I changed the name again. And then I kind of dabbled into naming it Cynical Dude, just because like I think it was just a mesh between me really fucking loving the Big Lebowski, you know, the dude. So I took that name, and then Cynical just because like I feel like I'm a pretty cynical guy. I kind of meshed both together, and I was like, hey, that kind of makes a good name. Yeah, right now I'm just basically making a mixture of content. I'm not really making just gaming videos or just like, I don't know, it's just kind of a mixture of stuff, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. You know, pump that fucking funky soul.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. So yeah, that's the backstory. I don't think
Yeah.
I told Nick or Matt actually the name, where the name came from. So yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also think you kind of skipped over Officer Bob, bro.
Oh, that was I cannot tell you, it's confidential.
I think you gotta at least, explain a little.
Okay. I had this like, so it's similar to Nick's Chuck a Hoop stuff. I had this like little role play GTA 5 series go on for a bit where I pretended to be this like police officer in Los Santos who was incompetent as fuck, and like he'd never like solve cases. He'd always find a way to like fuck up. He'd like run over pedestrians, or he would like miss evidence like just right in front of him, shit like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I want to watch that right now, man.
Yo, it's so good. It's so good.
I think he archived it though.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
unlisted.
I'll check my hard drive.
I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it back
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nick,
Yo, bring it back, bro.
Nick saves everything of ours, so Nick probably has it.
Yeah, so I might have it in the hard drive, but I mean, I think you should just release it before I do. So
I don't know.
Before you leak it.
yeah, I'm gonna leak it, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking sue you, man. I'm gonna call Jimmy McGill. I'm gonna call Jimmy McGill and fucking sue your ass.
Oh my god.
Get Chuck on the case, man. Yeah. I think
Man.
yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. I got brain fog now. So.
It's pretty good. It's actually like super interesting. He went to this biker gang, you know.
Oh no.
They were selling some bad stuff there, but he went up, he shot everyone, went to the warehouse, but he didn't open the door because there's nothing important behind the door, right?
Oh, it's like Star Wars A New Hope logic. Like if it's a locked door, you just move along. So
oh my god.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
I don't know, man. If you release another episode of Chocolate Who, maybe I'll release
Bro,
Officer Bob.
I did like last week, okay? Next one's coming out soon.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I didn't see anything on my. It's not there.
Bro, 2 weeks ago, I released it. I'll release one
Calvin,
in
I think
like
you gotta
a week,
pick up
okay?
your balls, buddy, and fucking release it.
I
Yeah,
think
man. Come on, bro.
It's kind of hard to do that. I don't know.
I think it's hard to.
No, it's
it might
not,
be hard to
though.
do that
I
if you
think
have
it's
no
pretty
balls,
easy.
maybe.
Hey.
What are you
may
telling
have
us?
that problem.
Oh shit.
Maybe you have that problem, okay?
Hey, look.
From into the butts to hide that. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
buddy.
All right, buddy boy. Yeah.
Buddy boy.
Buddy.
Yeah, baby boy.
Yep.
Hell no.
Baby boy. Yeah. Huntress is back.
Huntress is back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
She's the sugar daddy of the stream. So, like, basically, she gets all the points and
sugar
stuff.
daddy of my stream.
Exactly.
But I contested her by giving 2 people 100,000 points.
Right. Yeah.
Bro,
you
you
can't
can
have her.
Points.
You can't have her on the high ground, You gotta put her down.
Anyone can give points, and I just used points that I had for my own account to give to other people. But I can just give her I can wipe everybody's points, and I can give points. So like my stream, I have this loyalty setting thingy, and you can gamble points, and then and watching and following gives you some points. So I can give her points and shit. I can just do this loyalty
He
store.
inflates
It's
the
like
economy.
yeah, basically I can change the thing around.
Hell
So,
yeah, brother.
It'll be it might be interesting. We'll see.
So you're saying you have all the power, basically.
I do, and Huntress likes to pretend she has power.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then we let her pretend to have power,
You gotta let her roleplay a little bit, bro.
What the hell? You're trying to make this a kinky thing.
No, maybe in your mind you're making it that way, but no, I'm not.
I'm gonna have to whack you, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Hey man, I'm just being upfront here. Maybe you could try doing that a little more. Yeah.
Look.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to be up front because I want to be up back.
Oh.
You're a from behind type of guy. I get that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I want to stay always behind you.
Oh, okay. I see.
Wow.
You need more YouTube subscribers than me. Gotta stay behind you, man.
Right. Nick's always a couple 2 steps ahead, I think, as well. So.
Yeah.
You keep saying that. I don't know what it means, bro.
Because Nick likes
How
it
long has
from
this been going on
behind.
for? Oh man.
Yeah.
Can't deny that. Oh, what the?
Okay,
What?
well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got our picture of the dinner. We have a good share on here.
What's up?
We have a good share of banter on this podcast, I think.
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just gotta have it. Spice things up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. A little off topic, man, but
Who cares?
James, I gotta like.
Oh.
I really want some more like fucking like. I just have this one Star Wars one, and it's like just seeing your room, man. I'm like, I kind of feel like redecorating a little bit, you know. Just gotta like, I feel like I have a really like minimalist room. I just gotta like, maybe just put a bunch of fucking posters up or something.
Definitely, dude. I have a Batman v Superman poster. That'd be great. Great film. You know.
Oh, definitely. That's a masterpiece, man. That's a fucking masterpiece. Right there.
I actually put on the poster, mate. Sucks ass. Like I wrote sucks ass on it.
Wow. Such a disgrace to
Well,
an
at least-
amazing poster.
Yeah. Whoever walks in, they're like, "Damn, I gotta see that movie. It's got that tagline." Hell
Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice sucks ass. Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
absolutely. No, yeah.
You gotta like.
I see. Sorry, go on.
No, sorry. You say what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I have some like leftover posters. Actually, I have like a Jim Lee Batman one. I can give you a few if you want, man. Definitely.
Oh fuck! I really appreciate that, man. If you're not using them, I'd really
Of
fucking
course,
appreciate that.
That'd be an honor, brother.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna flex my cupboards, my records.
Your records, right?
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Those are good.
So you got the Doors, right?
We
What else you
got
got on?
Jim Morrison, Tracy
Yeah.
Chapman, Supertramp, Leonard Cohen, the Who, Cat Stevens, Toto, and Pink Floyd.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a good mix right there. I actually saw the Who live. That was a
Oh,
fucking incredible
Oh, yeah?
concert. Yeah, it was really. It's incredible. There's like Townsend is 70, and he's still got it. Like he's still on stage. He's like he's fucking still doing the windmill thing, and he's still like kicking ass. Like he literally just looks. His energy hasn't changed from sort of when he was
Nice.
in his prime. It was fucking incredible. It was really good, and I got to see it with my dad as well, which is always great. Spent time with my dad, so yeah. And also, Gallagher, was like the band before, and he played Wonderwall as well, which is pretty fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. They opened for him.
What, Liam
Yeah.
or who's his face?
Liam, yeah.
Yeah, Liam. Cause what's the other brother's name? Fucking Noel.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
And
think.
they like hate each other or something.
And they
Yeah, I
hate each
think
other.
it's
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They hate each other, and one performs. I think they both perform Oasis songs, and then the one brother just played the fucking tambourine and sang, and then the other one actually plays guitar. It's kind of funny.
It's such a meme. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Oasis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Calvin and Logan hate on it too much because they say it sounds like the Beatles, which it does not sound like the Beatles at all.
Wait, don't they have Ringo's son, like as part of the band or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest though. I haven't actually listened to their music. I kind of just joined in on the fucking.
Yeah. Well, it's fucking stupid.
I haven't actually listened to them.
Logan doesn't listen to them either. I think he listened to a polyphonic video that said that the Oasis sounds like the Beatles, and that's where he gets his opinion from.
I don't think they do though. I don't think they sound.
I don't
anything
think
like
they
the
do.
Beatles.
They used music. What he thought sounded like the Beatles is the fact that what's the song called? Don't Look Back in Anger has a piano opening that is very similar, and it's the way that it is like it's hard to describe. The way that the piano is used in the song is very similar to Let It Be, or maybe even Imagine, because it takes up the same amount of sound in the song as Let It Be, and it's like at the same pace, and it might even be the same song chords, but with a different beat. But anyways, he says it sounds too much like the Beatles, but whatever. I think they're a pretty good band. And I don't listen to all their songs, but I know a few. But that's an awesome band to have as an open, or I guess have Liam open do the opening. That's pretty awesome.
No, yeah, it was it was fucking great, man. I do really like Oasis. And he played some of his newer music, and that was actually really good as well. Like, nice. I think he's like going solo now, I think, as well. It was 2 bands for the price of one, you know? 2.
Yeah.
Fucking like obviously. Yeah, so yeah, no, like fucking supporting bands, man, when they're good. They're really good because they make you feel like you're there for a proper experience when you're hearing both bands. Obviously, I'd probably put The Who as like a better band, but it's still incredible to have both of them there in the same night. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, man.
Nice.
I think we went to that one Black Keys concert, and that's pretty much the only time I've ever went to a concert, actually.
Yeah, for both of us.
But
we went.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting experience because I think we had a couple people in front of us who only went there to see Modest Mouse, and they fucking left like right after because they were the opening band, and they left right after. They're like, "Oh shit, they're not going to play for the whole." So they basically bought for the whole, like, they paid like a full price, and they were only there for like half an hour, pretty much.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed the Black Keys though, and I think I just want to go on more concerts. It sucks because like pretty much I think we went like right before COVID, right? So like I just got like my first taste of like going, and then it's like, fuck. Now we have to. Now we basically can't go right now, right?
Yeah.
It was November, and then COVID was in March, so like 4 months later.
Yeah.
Or
just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate things more, I guess, like not being able to do them. You know.
Definitely.
True. It was a very good concert. Very good concert.
Yeah. Especially like when I think they played Little Black Submarine, you know, the slower song.
Yeah.
And
all the
everyone had their like phone flashlights out and lighters. Yeah. That was fucking dope, man. I love that.
I know. Did that. Sorry, Eric.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think they did that for Wonderwall as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. No. No. That was like my only concert too, and I think mine was also in November as well. It's fucking kind of crazy.
Nice.
At the same time as well.
It was either November or December. I can't remember.
Yeah. I think it might have been November. I don't know.
I think it was like the 8th or the 8th of December or November. Let's see if it's in my calendar. In 2019 though. Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's making me feel fucking old.
Fuck yeah. Jesus. Fucking, where'd that year go? What the fuck?
It honestly hasn't really existed. It's like we haven't even had the time to enjoy the last year. You know?
Yeah.
It's fucking. It's like. Jeez.
It's depressing.
Yeah, a little bit, eh? Oh man. At least we got a grad. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. James, how did you guys do grad? Was it virtual?
It was in person, but it was like really controlled. But I'd say yeah, it was worth it. It was basically it was like it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, we go in like a line and we'd be 6 feet away from each other, and I think we were I don't know if we were wearing masks. Which sounds crazy now, but like when COVID started, it was a lot less like I don't know if you guys remember, but like a lot of things were because we didn't think it was going to be this fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like mask usage wasn't nearly as important or like seen as like important. So basically, it was like 6 feet. We'd like walk, get our picture taken or whatever, and then we'd like go across the stage, and it was like really quick. And then we'd do like a video of us throwing our fucking thing up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was about it. Yeah, it was just like a little kind of thing, and like we'd also go in like in groups, like according to the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, how did you guys fucking do it?
I mean,
Because
Yeah.
you had a normal one, didn't you?
yeah.
We're like the year before, I guess. I guess we're then you. But yeah, I know it's a big age gap. But yeah, I think for us it was like it was pretty much just normal.
Yeah.
We had I think I enjoyed the grad cruise more than the actual like grad. I don't know about you guys, but I had more
Yeah.
I didn't go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Man.
Shit, man.
Great.
I should have gone. Oh well, but I mean, grad was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but I don't know. It wasn't.
It wasn't great. You know what? I enjoyed the Castle Fun Park. I know Elboy didn't really because like I think
He got sick.
he got sick, yeah. But I think I enjoyed that more than the actual. Maybe because
Yeah,
like I'm a big like, arcade enthusiast or some shit.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the dry grad. I think even more than actual grad.
I don't know. Dry grad was okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. They were pretty good experiences. I don't know how much how much nostalgia I'll have for them looking back on them though in a couple of years. You know, I
Mhm.
think they were good experiences, but I feel like I want to hopefully be able to enjoy life more, to more of a full experience in time.
Mhm. Yeah.
As with Corona going away, if it goes away, when it goes away, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
And then with my own personal confidence with shit, because I feel like I know I've said it before, but I feel like definitely a much different person than what I was when I graduated, right?
Yeah. Good
Like,
point, man.
much growth and doing other things. Like when I graduated, I was using a fucking potato PC that would freeze every few seconds.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right.
And then
It was a good.
horrible thing, and I could have fixed it. I could have had it fixed, but I didn't know what to do. And I finally learned that it was the firmware for my SSD, which made no sense for me, but whatever. Anyways, I don't know. I think, what was I saying? I think that like I could not see myself doing what I'm doing right now in the past, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Fucking know what you mean there, man. It's it's kind of crazy to think how we have a capacity to change in such a sort of small amount of time. You know, like I know what you mean about being a different person from when you were graduating, because I even think I'm a totally different person. Even like to when I went to uni, I was like a different person then as well. So I definitely know what you mean, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. It's something put into. It's like a way of putting your life in perspective, which is always really interesting. In that, um, you've gained a lot of skills and you've like changed a lot as a person, but you've also gotten worse in some ways, possibly, or you've you might think you have grown, but you might have actually even gone back to like a former version of yourself that you don't even like in some ways and in some aspects, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, you know what I mean, Cal. Like just sort of going back to like that version of yourself that is only self-loathing sometimes. You know, going back to that, but learning, still being able to learn from it is also important because you can go back to that version of yourself, but there will be like a built up experience when it comes to your mind and also who you are, that it will like a part of you will be better because of it. So that's really an interesting sort of part of life.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you've regressed as a person or have gone forward as a person?
I feel like in the last, it's a really good question, man, because I think that's something that we ask ourselves every day, but we don't have like a definitive answer for. But I'd say like I haven't gone, I haven't really gotten better, but I haven't really gotten worse. I've like kind of gone like sort of flat, if you know what I mean. Like I've just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stagnant a little bit.
Yeah.
You're staying in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a good place to be, like flat where you are now, or do you want to be like how do you outlook yourself with with the expectations of yourself?
It's a good question, man. I think like I'd I'd want to be more accepting, but I think that's the hardest thing I've ever wanted from myself is being more accepting of like my flaws, but also just life and how fucking unfair it can be, and how
Yeah.
stupid it can be, and how like hard it can be. So that would be like my main expectation for myself is to like accept that more and use it more as a way of like using that energy in putting it into passion essentially, you know, instead of just letting it fucking beat the shit out of you and have you bleeding almost to death. Yeah, but how about you guys? Like, how have you felt for like the last few years about like about yourself, like regressed or yeah? Because I think it's like something we do ask ourselves. We don't ask ourselves in like an honest way. We don't answer honestly, sort of sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think like one thing I did, maybe I talked to a couple of people, but like I think a few weeks ago I was comparing myself to who I was a year ago. I think I heard about it somewhere. Like maybe I was reading like or like seeing a YouTube video about it, but like to try to compare yourself to who you were a year ago compared to like because I'm sure we all do that thing where we constantly compare other people's achievements, you know, like you see somebody with a better car than you, or you see somebody like I don't know, you just feel like they have a better job than you. It's bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like I found it interesting because like after I did, and you know what, I'm happier if I had to like choose between being back there or being here. I'm definitely happier with where I am now. We don't often. I feel like we don't often think about what we achieved, and it's more just like we're constantly worrying about what we need to achieve, and then it's like you think about like maybe if a year ago you were to learn of where you are now, you might actually be happy. You yourself a year ago might actually be happy. You know what I mean? And you just don't realize that.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually. I think about that sometimes a lot, you know? Where will you be in a year, man? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
because like maybe I don't know, maybe yourself a year ago would be happy with, you know, but
Yeah.
You better say. Matty boy, were you about to say something?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking. It's like for me, the way I usually live is to be completely pretty truthful about how I live is like I usually live day to day, but not in the way that I like try to cherish. I don't cherish every single day as much as maybe I should have.
Mm-hmm.
But I live my day and I kind of do focus on what I want to do every day. Mostly like a lot of what I want to grow, most of what I want to do to grow is like has to involve my stream. So doing that is kind of like a goal. I'm not always focusing on it for sure. And then there's also other goals I want to do in my life, like for physical fitness and mental stability through maintaining my health better, and then also be able to calm my mind so I can get better sleep and shit like that. Like doing that kind of stuff is what I think mostly for would be more progressing, and those are a lot of things I put in the back burner. So doing those things would make me feel like I've really progressed, and though doing those things are probably one of the hardest things for anybody to do in their life. Like yeah, not like anything. I'm not gonna give any example because would be too long of a thing to say, but yeah, but I do think I progress passively more or less when I stream. So I think that in that way I've progressed, or I do progress, and from last year I know a lot more than I did last year I know a lot more now than I did last year, and I feel like none of that's to do with schooling, at least I mean, not really business. Like business was like, oh yeah, you got a network is important among other things, but that's the only thing I kind of got out of it. But I kind of already knew that because I do like talking to people, and I find it fairly easy to talk to people, which is good. So I would definitely say I've progressed in summary, and but in where it counts, where if I were to progress to recenter my mental health and physical health more, it would make everything else more efficient. But I'm also kind of a little stupid, and don't and I don't do the things that would make life easier, because they're the things that you justify in your head that to be hard in life.
Yeah.
I think we all do that from time to time, man. Stupid, you know?
It's hard to focus because it's easy for me to focus on the things that I've done yesterday and the day before, and I can do again today, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Streaming is really easy.
I definitely.
But working out every morning or whatever is hard.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's definitely a difference of like difficulty there, but I think a lot of actually, you know what I wanted to mention, James. You mentioned like reverting to your backs, like reverting to like a previous version of yourself. And I kind of want to like quickly comment on that because like I feel like that's something I do sometimes where maybe not just with self-loathing, but maybe like becoming, because I feel like the way I was kind of like in high school was like I was really introverted, you know? And it's like every now and then there are short where I kind of revert back to that previous version of myself. And I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? You know? I just fucking hate when that happens. And it's like I've been trying to figure out why that happens exactly. It's kind of hard to like understand that psychology really.
Yeah, man, it's hard to think about because it starts to break your brain in a way because you're basically becoming like a different awareness, right? Which is a good thing in a lot of ways, but you're essentially analyzing what you're using to analyze. You're analyzing your own brain, which is what it's going through. So yeah, man, it starts to get like really tiring, but I feel like it's essential at the same time in increments. So yeah, I totally feel you there, man. It's like it's hard to know psychologically because maybe it's like some sort of it probably goes back to some sort of primitive uh influence where essentially it's a way of you protecting yourself because you know that like that version of yourself will make you feel some form of comfort, even if it's unhealthy comfort. Maybe like you know what I mean? Maybe like it's like that kind of quick like primitive sort of way of dealing with like way of coping basically.
Yeah.
Do you have?
Because like,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna quickly say, I think like what's our production the other week, like with our group projects or whatever. I feel like I kind of reverted back to like not being just myself, which is fucking weird. And I think part of it was just like I wasn't really doing a role I was passionate about, and like I often, to be honest, I was kind of fucking it up, and a lot of group members came in to like basically it came to the point where like the rest of my group was like, oh yeah, he's not capable of do it for him, and it's like I just felt really like unsure of myself, and like because of that process, like going in every day and pretty much like just constantly not doing the job right, and it's like that feeling of what's the word? I don't know, just that feeling of like you just feel incompetent, and yeah, I don't know, it's kind of a shitty week, but like I was kind of reverting to like my which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That kind of answers my question. I was just gonna ask if you had any examples. Go ahead, James.
Yeah. No. So yeah. Sorry, resistant Cal.
Oh no. I was just agreeing with him.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's like how I felt the last year. Honestly, is that exact way? In that it feels like raw apathy in that. Like you said, it's something that really resonated with me, which is you're doing something that even if you think you're passionate about, you have to convince yourself that you are because you're not. Like really, and that's how I felt through like the whole sort of first year of university. Is that exact way? So I totally get what you mean about regressing in the sense that you're either shutting yourself off or you're becoming like a shittier version of yourself because it feels like a better way out, which it is. Let's be honest, it basically is. It might be unhealthy, but it does give you a form of comfort, even if it's a fucking shit form of comfort. It's still a form of comfort. So technically, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you felt like you were. I don't know if I completely understand what you were meaning. Like you were trying to like things that you didn't like, or
like as in basically the projects that we had, they're just not like apart from Arya's film. You'd either hype yourself up about getting a certain role in those films and you'd end up not getting one, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or you'd like try and enjoy the lesser roles, and even then, a part of you feels like you're in a stale environment where everything's controlled and everything's like you're not actually doing anything you love. You're doing fucking practical things that just build up memory about, oh, do this right now. You know, pick this up and fucking do this. Pick up the slate and put some tape on the back of it and write take one. It's fucking dumb. That's how, yeah, basically like you're
the grunt.
Yeah, you're a grunt. That's exactly it. You're a fucking grunt.
Yeah.
A few people in our class are something that would rhyme with the word grunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you because it's like you don't have that creative freedom there when you have one of those lesser roles, and it's like I don't know. I think I already told you guys, but for this one project to like direct it, and then like I don't know, like after not being able to do that, and basically finding out that like okay, this other person got it, which I'm gonna try my best not to be like, you know, feel frustrated about it, but you know, it's human nature too. And then it's like, well, no, I gotta do this role that like I can really give a shit about, you know. And it's like, well, I can't really hide that. I can't really pretend and be like, oh yeah, I love setting up C stands, you know, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
just want a career setting up C stands, you know, that's what I want.
Be a grip the rest of your life, huh? Keep grip.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think like what I want to say is like you can take things from different perspectives, and you can see like maybe in the future when you are a director, you can see the perspective of those people who are doing the grunt work like you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Perspective is an interesting thing. It's hard to... Perspective only helps if you're receptive to it, you know? Like, not everyone's receptive to perspective. Depends.
Really good.
What do you mean by receptive, by the way?
Well, I could be like I could say like, you know, you can I could say like it's all about perspective, man. Like try to put yourself in other people's shoes. It's a really easy thing to say, but it's hard to actually commit to in your life. And it's hard to receptivity of everything is hard to do. Like people feel really defensive. I feel really defensive when people tell me to do stuff. Depends on that. And a lot of people can feel like that too. And I think that I don't know exactly how to approach that, to be honest with you. This is kind of a different topic, though. I don't know if you guys want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like, how do you guys feel when other people tell you to do things? You know. James is getting yelled at.
No, I was just saying good night.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Night.
The boys say good night.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh, that's fucking great. Oh man. But yeah, like fucking having people tell you what to do and then telling other people what to do when you feel like you have some knowledge. It's kind of hard not to be condescending sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Like I feel like at the point, it feels like sometimes maybe just because of people's tone of voices, but when some people tell me to do something, I might not be as receptive to do it especially if they kind of talk to me like as if they're a fucking professor or something.
If they're above you, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like if it's a friend who genuinely thinks like, hey, maybe you should consider this, but like in a way that's like not not pressury, and also not a way where it's like, I know more than you. That's what I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
So if it's in a way like that, it's like, I'm definitely going to be more receptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's mostly about tone of voice. I have to think about that. Well,
Yeah.
Tone
of voice, yeah, because like it's like a good comparison would be like if someone texts you like someone's like, oh, can you take out the trash or can you put the oven on or whatever, you can see like if someone does it unless someone's told you this, like they've told you why they do certain things, like if they're like can you put the oven on, and they put like a period at the end or they put a specific thing in there, you're like, oh, well, you're being a fucking asshole now.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas like in person, they could be like, can you put the oven on? Or, they say it in a certain way when you're like, oh, okay, they're not being an asshole. Okay, good.
And like, hey, if you're hungry, we can get something to eat, but you got to put the oven on or blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Yeah, and it's like, it's kind of annoying. Sometimes I try not to be condescending when I say things, but I don't know. It's hard to not be. I know. It's really annoying because sometimes I'm saying something and I already know that I've said half of the sentence, and it starts to be condescending. So I feel like I can't control the second half, and I don't mean it to be condescending. It's just the tone of my voice. I didn't accentuate my voice correctly when I started saying a sentence, and it pisses me off. Because then, like, everything else I'm going to say is somewhat condescending. And it's annoying, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, it comes out wrong, and then you got to try and lighten it up a little.
Yeah, like, I try to make a joke, and it's fucking turns out to be serious. Shit like that. Or it's like... just condescending. I don't know. It's fucking annoying. I don't want to be condescending unless someone pissed me off most of the time. Like Nick always pisses me off.
I always do.
Always pisses me off.
I think he leaves you sexually frustrated, man, because he never finishes. So
he always finishes before me because he only has 3 things clicked off in his purity test.
Oh my god,
he can't control himself.
Don't expose my secrets.
He can't control himself.
Don't expose these little details about us, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is why you do like purity tests and shit. You need a little bit of a... So you need to understand what these people are, Where people fit.
You gotta open up a little bit, you gotta spread your legs.
You gotta spread your legs a little bit. Come on, James. Let's see it, buddy.
Yeah.
I told you.
It's gonna happen, man.
We'll go for it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? We didn't expect this. Texting is hard. Oh yeah.
What?
Respond to her earlier.
The chat.
Yeah, the chat.
Twitch chat saying something.
Texting is hard, especially when someone's being emotionally vulnerable. Or not emotionally vulnerable. Emotionally, I don't know. They just fucking feel shit. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
You can't really tell through text.
Yeah. Fucking, I texted. One time my sister got mad at me. It was over this fucking stupid thing. It's a big long story. It doesn't matter, but I couldn't explain. I was being a messenger for something I didn't completely understand. And I couldn't understand it, and I couldn't tell her exactly, like, with certainty. And then she fucking went off on me. It was the most annoying thing.
Fucking hell.
It was fucking crazy.
Was it like lost in translation a little bit? Like you thought the meaning of it was different to what you were supposed to say to the other person?
I didn't know exactly what it was. it wasn't. I was interpreting something, and I interpreted it wrong, kind of. But she was being defensive anyways about it, so it wasn't entirely my fault. Don't shoot the messenger. Number one rule. Yeah. Well.
Exactly.
Yep.
Definitely.
Our relationship hasn't been exactly the same since that. Not exactly. Like, I don't live with her, so I don't talk to her as much, but I did talk to her a lot before that happened, and we haven't really talked about that. She hasn't really made amends for, like, just say sorry for getting mad at me so much. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't talk that much, but, like, shit like that, it's annoying. Don't ever text people. Fuck.
It's good advice, man. I agree.
Yeah, just never use text. Fuck text.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just ghost them. Just ghost them.
Just ghost them until you can talk to them. I mean, it's not the worst thing. If, like, someone's PMSing or some bullshit like that. Come on now. I mean...
James, I think we might know someone.
Oh, do you? Yeah?
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Only does acid, I think.
Say what?
Oh, Biggie.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Nick's always PMSing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, but yeah, I think I don't know. I think I've had something similar with, like, my siblings sometimes, and I think for me, even though it's, like, really fucking annoying, I often, like, I would rather, what usually happens is I'm the first one to come forward and, like, be like, what's the word? Not like apologetic, but kind of make amends a little bit, you know? Because like, even though it's like, even when I know it's like, yeah, I was in the wrong. I mean, if I was in the right, it's like I'd rather deal with that, like, bullshit of having to go forward first than have that weird relationship where I just don't talk to them, you know? At least that's the way it is for me. Like, I'd rather just fucking get that shit over with.
Me too, man. Like, I totally get where you come from, where you fucking know that you're in the right. Like, you know, ugh, it pisses me off. And people, they just don't get it. You can't get it. You can't put it through their skull. They just don't get it. They don't understand where you're coming from, basically. They can only enforce their own closed-mindedness, basically. And then you can't not apologize, you can't not make amends, because then that's just going to piss you off, or it's going to make you feel, you're going to be thinking about it all the time then. So you're like, well, it's probably better off if I just feel, you know, I basically make everything right by even if that means I have to take my pride and get a nice slice out of it and fucking give it away, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
And shit like that, how I usually approach the situation, well, I don't know. I think we might be talking about semi-different situations, but, like, if someone says they're right about something and I think that I'm right about something, depending on, if I feel 50-50 on it, I'll be like, okay, yeah, maybe you're right? And then, like, if I feel 100%, I'll be like, yeah, okay, but I'm just gonna let it go because it's not gonna define our relationship forever. But, I mean, like, I don't know if I have a lot of situations where, like, if it's something really big, maybe I'll stop talking to the person, but I think that it's the depth of the relationship that this happens for me compared to you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Cynical Dude. He might have to turn off his camera because his Wi-Fi's a bit shoddy.
Hey. I didn't want the chat to know, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm calling you out on it.
Shit. I texted in the group chat for a reason, bro.
Yeah, I know. But, like, I'm undermining your thingy.
Wow. You always have to undermine everything I do.
I mean, not everything, but it's kind of fun to do it sometimes because it catches you off guard. Which is good.
Yeah.
But anyways.
See, you can't even disagree, bro.
Yeah, like I find how in situations where like I find it hard to be agreeable with people and where I have to swallow my pride a bit. It's mostly online situations, so the relationships aren't as deep. But I mean, I guess with my siblings, I don't usually swallow my pride. I usually just try to let it go and then don't talk about it for whatever and then let it go under the rug a little bit. And it's probably not the best way to deal with it, to be honest with you.
I think we all do that. Yeah, I think we all do that sometimes because like if it's something like quite minute, then like it feels like there's no point in swallowing your pride and basically just killing the part of yourself.
If I know I'm in the wrong though, I'll more than likely try to say I'm sorry. Maybe if sometimes I'm just a complete ass to my younger brother, so
yeah.
Not recently, but
just every now and then.
Every now and then, yeah.
Like he cooks the food, and he's asking you to clean it, and you don't want to clean it.
What? No, that was something else.
Okay. I just remembered that, so I just thought.
I don't fucking remember what that was about. I think he was just bothering me, and I was about to.
It was the burger patties.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah. He cooked the burger patties, so you had to do the dishes.
It was when we were playing.
Oh, yeah, GTA. Okay, so we were playing GTA. He said, "Can you do the cleanup?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, but I'm in the middle of something." That was not me being an asshole. I didn't fucking make him do it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually. Anyways, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it happens sometimes, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Okay.
Can't agree more.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna purge this, and if he spams the message again, he's gonna get timed out for an hour.
Wait, are they rickrolling again?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
it's like some sort of weird rickroll. I don't know. Is that in a song that you guys know?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to read it because it might be like a rickroll, bro.
I don't know. It said, "Oh no, Nick. I battled demon."
Oh, they did again. All right. Well.
Never give up. Never give up. I don't fucking know what it is.
Oh. Maybe they just don't know the lyrics to. Just butchering it.
It's some sort of copy pasta, I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Weird.
See. Sorry, yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's a copy pasta. I knew like the first few lines. I was gonna say like Huntress had a good point in that just letting it out, like a lot of the time if it's a big thing. It also like it really depends on I feel like it really depends on the situation as well. And like yeah, that's one thing where because like one person can see it as a small thing and the other can see it as a big thing. That's also, you know what I mean? Like that's also like important to take into account.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm a big fan. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm a big fan of just arguing it out. Like basically just letting it out. Well, not arguing it out, but like, you know, because that's usually at the beginning. That's like towards the beginning of the argument is the actual yelling. Like that's like towards the beginning, and then towards the end, I'd rather like at least try to be more adult about it, and then like obviously just talk it out. Basically, I think I'm a big fan of that. But like some people,
Some people get really defensive.
Yeah. That exactly. I was gonna say, like, some people, they just don't.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get what you're saying, but they also fucking think you're trying to hurt them. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it's like sometimes you're just trying to be upfront with them about it, and they can't understand.
yeah, for sure. I try to be
Fuck, man.
upfront as much as I can. Are you eating something right now and did you spill on yourself?
Oh wait, who?
You!
Why do you think it was me?
Did you spill on yourself? Yes or no?
Oh, why would you think that? Because I have my cam off?
No, because you said, oh fuck.
Oh, no. I was just thinking about something was what happened. So.
What are you thinking about then, buddy?
Yeah, man.
I'm not always conscious of when, like, I swear because it's something I think about,
Okay.
So sometimes it happens and people think about it, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, I don't know. We could talk about it in the After Hours podcast.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
See, I like calling Cynical Dood out because it's funny, his reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Because Calvin, what's up?
It's always genuine. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, you do things sometimes that you don't realize that you're doing, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I think, it's just me being me, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not bad. What's Andrew saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all have our own little.
We have our own what? Our own quirks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, James has a window in his room that he leaves open.
Yo, I've actually started leaving my window open all day. I haven't closed my blinds in like 2 weeks now.
Nice.
Yep. Because I don't know how to get up. I just keep sleeping. So if it's bright in my room when I wake up, it's hard to fall asleep. So that's why I do it.
Right.
Wait, why do you do that? What do you mean?
Because like I keep sleeping sometimes, even if I have alarms. So it's hard for me to get up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just like sleeping, I guess. So if it's bright, it's harder for me to fall back asleep.
Surprisingly, I've changed kinda my sleeping schedule a shit ton actually.
Yeah.
I've been getting off pretty early. I switched it all up. One day I went to bed early and then I woke up early. And then I was like, okay, we're going to do this now. And then it fucking changed. I don't know. I've been waking up like today. I woke up at 7:30. I woke up 7:30, 8, and then I started streaming. So I've been up for a long time. But
Was that PM?
AM.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Yes, I woke up 2 hours ago, an hour into our podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were sleepwalking for about an hour.
Yeah.
38 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Speaking of things that we've talked about before, because sleepwalking is something. I once sleptwalked, or I used to sleepwalk, and then there's a story about that. But we didn't really get into the cult thing. That's what we haven't gotten into.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Cult thing.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
So who wants to start it off?
Like, I guess I should, because it mostly involves me. It kind of only involves me. Well, we can talk about all our mutual experience. So like, so my aunt has a place on the beach, and on July 1st we're having a after high school like get together, like a graduation party, right? And we went to the July 1st is Canada Day, so we went to the beach and we went to see some fireworks, have some fun.
Yep.
Get some chocolate ice cream or ice cream in general. You know how it is.
Ooh, yeah.
You know how it is. And anyways, so we're doing that, and my aunt has a house that has a bed and breakfast in it. So basically, she has 3 suites. That's like a B&B, 3 suites. Has random guests and stuff, and sometimes she has close people to her, like She used to own the place, but she sold it. So sometimes the new owners will stay over, or sometimes she'll have family members stay over, or family or like friends of hers and such shit like that. But anyways, so there's this guy. His name was Gord. And he was staying in one of these suites, and it was his birthday on July 1st. And he was having a bunch of people over. Was it his birthday? No, it was somebody else's birthday, not his birthday.
No, it was his birthday, but it was his birthday the day before.
Yeah.
I thought it was wasn't it the day after, and wasn't the cake the day after?
I don't remember.
No, it was the first day, man.
Was it?
I remember.
Okay, well, anyways, this guy, he's an older white guy, blonde hair or white hair, you know how it is. He comes. Yeah. We're all about to do something or whatever, We're just walking by around the house. The house has a driveway, and then it has a driveway at the house, and it has a little way you can get around the house to get on the opposite side where the suites are located. And basically, his suite is in between the 2 other suites. And we're keeping stuff in the middle suite. He was in the left one. And then there's the right one. Doesn't matter. So we're just walking by there, and he stops us on the driveway. And I don't know who he talked to first. Do you guys remember who he talked to first?
No, wait, I remember. So basically, he came from around the corner behind the garage. We were all standing in a bit of a line. I think it was either me or Jacob who was like standing closest to him. Basically, he went up to, I think it was Jacob first. And he's like, hi, my name's Gordon, or whatever. Nice to meet you, right? And at the time, he was basically going through the whole line. He was going down the line, like shaking hands with us. And I think at the time, Matt, you weren't there yet. And we basically thought he was like one of your relatives or something.
Yeah, I thought he was your uncle or something.
Because the way he approached us, it was very much like as if either he already knows us or he like is close with you or something.
Yeah.
It's really fucking weird.
Yeah, okay. So then he did that. I don't remember when I came. I came. So they were already talking about it, and then I think I came a few minutes later because I was helping my aunt organize shit, or I was putting stuff in the suite or some bullshit, and then we were about to go to the beach. And yeah, so he's keep on talking about us, and then he starts talking about a bunch of shit. Cal, what does he talk about? Nick, either of you, you guys know more about what.
Well, he asked us if we had just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. And actually, I made a meme of it, which wrote down some of his best notes. So I'll find that because he talked about the most random stuff, man. Yeah. It was hard to keep up with everything.
So he was talking about how he used to be a longshoreman, and
what's a longshoreman?
I think it's basically one of those guys who, like, when you're off on a dock or something. Maybe it's like for a ferry. I think. I don't know. But basically, you're helping people with. Is it like you're helping people?
Oh,
with luggage?
You know what? No, you know what? The man's like, "Yo, do you guys have 5 minutes of your time?" And you're like, "Yeah," and then we're like, "Yeah, sure." And then he's like, "Yeah, I just got off work from being a longshoreman, and I made $2,000 today, or something like that."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, it's someone who helps at the dock, so they do like management of the."
That's it. Yeah.
Cargo and whatever. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I just got back from doing my work, and I work 6 hours a day I work 3 hours a day and I make $2,000 a day or something like that. It's like, the standard. Let's see what memes you're sending.
So that was for his birthday cake, I believe. Was on the instructions. He said, like, make masculine.
What's that? What the fuck? Is that actually legit? No, you didn't find it. That's just.
It is legit. No, it's the actual thing.
That was actually there. I remember someone took a picture of it. I remember.
What the fuck? How did I not even see that there? What the fuck?
I love how you took
Good
a
night,
picture
Arthur.
of him.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me. Okay, we didn't even get to the job. So basically, he's talking about how he has this unconventional job that gives him a lot of money every single day, and how that the school system, blah blah blah, everything else, how conventional jobs are a waste of your time and whatever, like you can live your life better and shit, right? And like you can do better with your life, and how you can you could, like, if you want, I could get you a job at the longshoreman office, right? And a job, and like you don't want to have a job, you don't want to have any standard job. So just over broke. That's what he said it was. I forgot what it means. So he's like just over broke, and then he's like, you're paying off your college, blah blah blah. Like try to persuade us with money and shit. And he's like, he starts to keep on going more and more towards self-help stuff. Do you guys remember anything like that he said in between that?
Just so much random stuff. Like if you look over the points, he said, I can be sad if I want, but why would I? And then he started crying.
Yeah.
Like it was so weird. Like I thought he was actually crying for a second there. But then he wasn't. Crying. Yeah. It was so weird.
But the dude is so fucking creepy, man. Because like he was trying to like be really personable with us, as if like basically he's our grandpa or something. Like the way it was like that kind of personal, like the way the way you talk to somebody, depending on your relationship with them.
Yeah,
like talk
he's
to them
trying, but
way.
It was really cringe. That face, it was as cringe as that, because it wasn't. He fucking completely misunderstood the situation, of course, and it was like, it was just like the cringiest shit ever, because we're just sitting there listening to this guy who they thought was a relative of mine. I show up and I'm not as cordial as they think I would be with a relative, right? So they kind of get that he's not, and then like he's just talking about this shit, and then like, yeah, okay, I'll be chill, I was trying to be nice to the guy, sure, I'm open to hearing what people say, not that I listen to what people say. And he's like, yeah, 5 minutes. I'm, yeah, sure, fine, 5 minutes. Turns out to be what, 20 minutes, half an hour?
Yeah, it was so long.
Over half an hour. Yeah.
And we're just standing there in complete pain. And anyways, do you have the picture of the thing that he gave us? Get that. Cue that up. Cue that up. So he hands out, he says, he talks about like how you need to be a master of life or whatever.
Yeah, being a master of your own life, and I don't know.
And it's shit like that. Okay, he talks about that, and then it's like, okay, yeah, so this is mostly like self-help, motivational shit. But then you know what he goes on to talk about? Landmark Worldwide. Do you guys remember like how he got that in?
Right.
How he got it into the conversation? I don't remember exactly how he did, but
I don't know. He interjected about. Oh no! Here's what he did, because he noticed like we were basically fucking not listening to him. So then he's like, "Oh shit, I have to like." Basically, he was like, "Oh, where are you guys in life right now? Are you like graduating?" And then after that, he's like, "Education's a really good thing, but you have to make sure you go to the right place." And that's when he fucking interjected landlord.
Yeah.
Is this your post?
Yeah, remember I was trying to figure out what Landmark was, so I posted it on r/cults while we were there.
This is your post?
Yeah. And then people actually like Put stuff on it. Oh my god.
My God, yeah.
Okay, but so yeah, he gets to his point or whatever, and he says landmark worldwide, and then he shows his pitch about landmark and shit, and like it'll change your life in 3 days and stuff.
Yeah.
Do we post this link to the Reddit link to the chat?
Up to you guys.
I don't think there's anything personable. I mean, like
I'm just posting
like
it.
there's nothing about it. There's nothing about it that gives off our location or anything.
Their literature.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then he goes to talk about that, and then like at that point, I'm like, "Fuck this guy! Come on, I want to be done with this shit." And then the fucking boys do the clutch moment. Jacob, you know what Jacob does? He fiddles in his pocket and hits the emergency.
The car
alarm. His car alarm for his car. Like a G, he hits the car alarm, and then he starts walking over, and you know who fucking goes with him? Calvin. You know who goes with him? Logan. And they're all fucking by the car, and half of us are there, and he's like, he fucking shuts the fuck up eventually. I don't know. Is there anything else that he was saying?
Well, you got him to stop talking.
Oh, he wanted everyone to take a look at the thing, and I said, "Oh yeah, I had to say like we're about to go, right?" And so he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys should take a look at this thing." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll take a picture and send it to them." And I did take a picture, and then he deleted it right away, and then undeleted it so Nick could get the information off of it.
Yeah,
but I mean, at first we thought it was pretty fucking weird, but we thought it was just some sales pitch for some like, I don't know, company, you know. But when you do some research, like you find out it's a full on fucking cult, kind of similar to Scientology, where like they use the guise of being like an educational business program, you know, but like a self-help program. But they literally brainwash the people who join and shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yep.
Scientology, like in my books, it's a scary, damaging program to be involved with. That is true. Yeah, and so like, so here's where the story is like, fucking, you know, I am so glad, even though it's really toxic, but I am so glad I can disassociate with things in my life, because if I could not dissociate with things in my life, that whole fucking our friend Hardy. Okay, so the same day we were offered birthday cake from this guy because he was having a birthday party, right? And anyways, our friend Hardy, that's his last name.
He ate some of the
cake, and I think I ate some of the cake, but I can't remember.
Yeah, because like I think me, Jacob, and Hardy were passing by. And he's like, "Oh, do you want some cake?"
Oh, wait, no, I wasn't offered any cake. That's what it was.
Yeah, but I was thinking in my head, no fucking way am I eating cake from some random stranger I don't know who just wanted me to join a fucking cult. You know?
Nothing was in the cake, but fucking Hardy is the most dumbest person, because he fucking would have just sat there and actually gone and joined the cult if we weren't there. Because he's
definitely. I don't think
he fits the type
I think
of
he
people.
Joined late. He joined late, actually. I'm not even sure if he was there.
Oh, maybe not then, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I think he was.
I think he was, because he was there. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" After it. Okay, actually, you know what? I take back. I don't think he would be the one to join it, because he actually does have a brain. But anyways.
Maybe a little bit.
He asked me to do all the work for him.
He asked Nick to do all his work in high school, basically. Yeah. And Nick did it because Nick's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, some of it was pretty easy, so I was like, okay, why not?
Yeah,
mostly IT class.
Yeah, to be fair. Anyways, so this is where the story is like, I'm glad I can disassociate from things in my life, or else I wouldn't have enjoyed that fucking thing. Because the thing that they didn't know at the time, and the thing I was completely unsure about, is I'm guessing my aunt invited him over there so he could have his birthday party at my at the suite, because my aunt actually is involved with Landmark. which is the sad part and the fucking whatever part. So whatever, basically what happened is she did the fucking seminar and felt like it changed her life or whatever. But she's a very impressionable person. And, what else? I don't know. Yeah, she's impressionable. So anyways, she did her event, and the last thing that she does so the event is a 3-day weekend where you have to be there almost every single minute of the week, and you stay overnight for the adults and shit. And basically it's a brainwashing session. And anyways, I should have led with that. Why would I lead with that? I have to. This is as occurrence of events. Actually, no, it's not. But it works better this way, because
I mean, for us, it was kind of that way because we didn't know you knew about the cult before we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so
when it all happened, we just thought, you were basically in the same position as us, but you weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, the last day of the event is it's where you fucking get new people into the cult, basically. So you bring your family members or whatever. And so me, my mom, and my brother went with her because she was like, oh, this is free, which it had a fee to go to, but she paid for it or something. And it's really helpful. It'll help your life. It'll help you grieve or whatever the fuck, right? Fucking deal with shit. You know that. And then so we went there, and then we went there. It was like a fucking weirdest fucking place. It was this hotel in Vancouver. It was like a hotel lobby area, kind of. So it was like a meeting area, and it was fucking it was very professional setup, and it was very interesting. It was professional enough to seem like a ball or a gala, where it's a bunch of business people that are there together to do stuff. But it also seemed a little weird how they set it up. It was very impersonal and unpersonal at the same time. And anyway, so me and my brother end up going with this lady, and then we're with this other girl, and we talk about things about just life and shit, right? And then like we slowly get into life improvement shit, and like complimentary chips. What are you talking about? Free shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about that, and then like she starts getting low, and she starts talking about things that you know that you don't know, things that you know, things that you don't know, and things that you don't know that you don't know. And basically it's a fucking clusterfuck of information that's supposed to confuse your brain into understanding something that you don't completely understand, because your brain always wants to understand, but if it's too complicated of a thing to understand, your brain will automatically pretend it understands, and then you'll be more receptive to everything else. So basically there's this chart, and the chart is there's things you know, and there's things you don't know that you know. Okay, sorry. There's things that you know. There's things that you know you don't know, and there's things that you don't know you don't know.
Right.
So basically, there's the information you have. There's the information that is available to you that you have not taken into account, and there's the information that you cannot access, that you don't have access to, that you can't have access to. And it's this whole fucking information circle, and I don't know how to even explain it entirely, but what they want to say is basically there's ways to perceive situations. I don't know. But to be honest, I don't know exactly. You'd have to look it up. I don't know exactly what. I don't fucking know exactly what they're trying to say with that. But anyways, so it's like, yeah, we talked to this lady. It wasn't that bad. And then this girl that we're talking with, the lady that we were talking to, UBC professor, by the way, who was a professor not in clinical psychology, of course, but in like some sort of gender studies or earth studies or some bullshit thing. And she's like one of the volunteers for this cult, which is like, wow, a university professor, and they're pretty high up in the cult or whatever. And so this girl, we start talking about really deep shit and stuff, and this girl has issues with her parents or whatever the fuck. They usually target kids with issues with their parents. And then this girl, she fucking runs away in a panic attack. And then it's just me and my brother, and the fucking girl's having her panic attack, and the lady's trying to solve it with methods from the cult. So like
That's fucked up.
Like explain it. And then there's also things like saying that it's a story. Everything that you have experienced, everything bad and good, it's all a story. And you can control what you do and what you fucking, how you perceive it. And some other shit like that, like talk about it more, and how did it make you feel and shit like that. And like things that are kind of helpful, but it was perceived in a way that she was not able to understand because she couldn't cope with the fact of the overwhelmingness of the situation, which I can completely understand. Because a lot of people can't talk about shit because it's too overwhelming. But I mean, I kind of thought differently than I do now, but like not entirely, because I think it's good talking about things, and because I thought it was good before, and I do think it's good now, I was like, okay, this isn't as bad. She just reacted to it badly or whatever, right? And I'm just a little skeptical or whatever, and my brother's more skeptical too. But anyways, we finished talking to this lady. It was like an hour with a lady, and then an hour together in this big gala ballroom. And basically, they keep on talking about the cult. They reissue the no, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know, you fucking bullshit. Keep on saying same things over again, and try to dissuade you from fucking common sense. And anyways, it's like, okay, that's interesting. I don't know what to think about this because I don't even know what this is. It's very confusing to you, right? And they try to make you understand things in a certain way. You kind of can get that, but you can't really, your brain doesn't know how to react to it because they're giving you information that you can't really react to because you don't know exactly what it is, you know? And then anyways, they do like a Jesus miracle where they fucking have people come up to this front of the stage and they give fucking situations, and they're like, are you gonna sign up for Landmark? And then the people come up the stage and they're like, what do you want to change with your life? I want to quit my job. When are you gonna do it? I don't know. I can't do it. Or I want to make $100,000 a year, or something like that. Or I want to improve my relationship with my family or whatever. And like, we can do it through Landmark. We can do it through Landmark. Do it through Landmark. And like, yeah, Jehovah Witness kind of shit. Yeah. And then that's over with. And what happens is there was an event that was coming up, and my brother had a tournament. So what happened was my aunt really wanted me to sign up because she's like, oh, it'll help you in your life and blah 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 blah, and I basically got pressured into doing it and signing up to it. And now I think, with all that being said, I think this cult's a really good thing and you guys should all join it. But Okay, anyways, that didn't land as good as I thought. Anyways, shut the fuck up. Look, it's time to join Landmark. I don't care.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You convinced me, man.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Yeah.
I attended the meetings almost 5 years now. Are you actually a part of Landmark, my dude?
Of course.
Anyways, so I get pressured into doing it. My brother has a curling tournament, and my mom's like, "Oh, the boys should try it first before I see what's up with it, you know?" Because of course she's gonna play it off on us, whatever. Oh, Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, those
It is fucking scary, jeez.
Yeah, anyways, so I get pressured into doing it, and yeah, my aunt's really happy, woohoo. She fucking yells in the fucking gala, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, because it was the cringiest thing ever. My aunt's really excited and fucking screams in the gala that I've signed up or whatever. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Calm down.
It's like whoa. And then yeah, so it was a few weeks later, and then I go do it, and so for the adults, they make you stay overnight, but for the kids, you get there like at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
every day. It's 10 a.m. to 8 a.m. and you have one lunch break and you have like 2 bathroom breaks maybe in between that. And what it's like is I go in this room on West Pender, whatever, in on Vancouver, and there's a bunch of people lining the hallway to sign up. So you sign in, bunch of people. So it's like a snake. So it's like a pipe. You know how pipes like that? There's a pipe there, and there's like one person on every single corner, basically. And you go to the table. There's a table, and then you go to the next room, and this door. This needs to be fucking. Anyways. Big room, and then you go to the big room. I sign up. My aunt can't stay with me, or it was my mom and she's like, no, you can't stay with me. Blah 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 blah. You can't use your phone or something like that. And we're not gonna have any breaks. Make sure you go to the bathroom first, and then it's just a bunch of teenagers and shit. Like, oh yeah, talk to the teenagers a little bit, and then they're all a little socially awkward. Unfortunately, I got in that crowd. Not all of them, but there is a few people.
You can fit in with that, I guess.
Yeah. Sure. And then you do that, and they start talking, and they start talking about the same things, but no, you don't know. And they start talking more and more about how things are a story, and what they want to do is they slowly ask people who wants to share their story. And then they hand a mic around, and then people talk about the story, and then they say, what is your story? I ran away from home. What is your story? I'm gay and I can't come out to my father, or something like that. There's some other things. Shit like that.
Are you talking about trauma or like things that are really?
Yeah, I'll get into that. Like, it's pretty low-key things, and then like some of them are fine at the beginning, and then eventually they're like, oh, it's just a story, and then they feel better about themselves because they can disassociate with that part of their life with them. So they're like, oh, it's a story. I ran away from home. Whose fault is that? Or like, what happened? I ran away from home because my mom doesn't accept me as a person. But then they keep on saying, what happened, making you change the narrative because they want you. And it's not like Scientology where they keep on asking you the sentence over and over, because what they do is they persuade you to change your story by saying that the story that you change is the outcome you want because you want to feel better about it. So they make you dissociate in that way. And then so you change your story, and it's eventually like, I ran away from home, and then it's like they make all the onus on you. So it's like, whose fault is it? It's my fault for making my mom. What happened? It made my mom worry or something like that. Like, and then it got more and more serious. There kept on being more people, like, people started crying because people weren't able to change the story in the way that you wanted to change the story. And so they were really frustrated, and they started crying because they couldn't change the story because they couldn't think the way, because it was too complicated and it's too stupid, and they couldn't change how the story is, and put the onus on themselves in a way, and kind of fucked up like that. And then, like, what it happens is, like, it gets to more and more people are more open to share the story as you get further on. So it's like, the first day there was pretty light stories, nothing too hard. Most people just more apprehensive people. And then it's like, okay, that's fine. The first day was okay. I thought it was interesting, I guess. Interesting to think about, like, some psychological concepts. I don't know. I didn't really have too much of an opinion on it. I don't know. Like, I really wanted to think it was a good thing. But anyways, the second day, it was very interesting, because the second day, there was a lot more heavy stories. There was a lot of stories about people who had been raped and abused and shit like that. A lot of girls who were like, who were coming up and saying, like, I've been raped by three of my boyfriends or something like that, or I always end up being sexually assaulted and shit like that, or it happened once to them, or it's like, I have a fucking unstable, like, abusive relationship and shit like that. And what happened is, they go talk about that, and then, like, they're strong for saying it or whatever, and then they make it change it, so it's a story. So what happened? What happened? I was raped. What happened? I was raped by whatever. And then they change it so you disassociate that with yourself. And then, like, they're crying or whatever, and then they feel better because it's such a hard trauma, and then they feel like they're because when you talk about things, it makes you feel better about things sometimes, right? And when you're able to do that, and you're able to comprehend, like, what happened or whatever, and then they felt better. And then you have all these girls who were really sad coming by like, at lunchtime or whatever, being like the fucking happiest people. Like, you can tell their psychology changed because of what they've been told and how impressionable they are, right? And it's like, the shitty thing is, the worse that it happens to people, the more receptible they are to this kind of shit, you know? So, like, you have a bunch of girls who now rely on fucking Landmark to deal, because as a coping mechanism, because of their trauma that they experienced in life, right?
Yeah. The people who are the most vulnerable, like, emotionally, or because of past trauma, basically, the cult, it's easier for them to prey on people like that.
Yeah, it is.
They,
Yeah. And then, so it's like, it's fucking, it's kind of fucked up for sure.
Yeah.
And fucking during the lunch break, my mom's like, yeah, this is, like, definitely a cult. Do you want to come home now or, like, after? And it's like, yeah, I mean, and then I gave her a call, and then what they had to do, see, when people had the change in psychology and shit, they called it a breakthrough moment. And then what they want you to do is, they want you to call 2 or 3 people in your life and say, I'm sorry for this way I acted, or tell them your story and how you've re-rationalized your story and shit like that. And like you have to do it in a moment of clarity, and then you just talk to whoever. So like what I said is I had a breakthrough moment. I'm going to call my mom. So I went outside and then did that. So I covered it up by playing into the cult to get outside. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up here, I said. And, and it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be, I'm not surprised and shit, right? And I got after that, I was really nervous for the entire day. And then, like, a bunch of shit. I was never going to talk on the mic after that. And then fucking they did some weird ass shit. And during the end of the day, what they did is they had everybody. So like I decided not to go right away because I wanted to talk to my aunt about it and like give her the benefit of the doubt and shit. And like try to be, because I'm doing this mostly for my aunt, like I'm really doing this mostly for my aunt. This isn't like, maybe it'll help me, but fuck, I don't even know. Like at that point, I really didn't feel like I needed that much help in life. Like fuck. And then what they do at the end, they make you think about the greatest thing that you're scared about. Think of that. It's right in front. They're like, close your eyes. Think about the thing you're most scared of. Think about that fear, the anger that it brings you. Think about the pain and suffering that happens. And it's getting slowly closer and closer and closer to you. And you're feeling its presence more and more and more. And you have to let your walls down when it comes to you. You have to be completely vulnerable when this fear starts approaching you. Completely open, completely mesmerized by it, right? And then what happens is you have to let it in, the fear, and then you have to let it consume you. And then what happens is you start to cry and shit, right? And then you are crying and you're completely exposed emotionally. And you've had this experience in Landmark, and you've done this shit where you've let yourself be free because of what they've told you. You've let yourself be open to this shit, right? You let yourself change your psychological way of thinking because of what they've done and shit. And the guy, because there's this one guy that's leading it the whole time, so it's like a cult presentation. He's like, wouldn't the world be better if everyone had Landmark? Wouldn't the world be better if we all thought this way?
Fucking brainwashing, man.
Yeah.
And then
It's
like
insane.
it was fucking kind of scary and shit, and it's like, yikes. And then I talked to my aunt on the way home, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna come tomorrow. And then I was like, I'm still not sure, and I was still not sure. I was like, I really want to do this. I felt even more compelled back then to appease people for what they want. Right now, I shut down a lot of ideas from people, kind of. A lot of ideas of things that I don't want to do. But back then, it was really bad, and especially because it's my aunt and the closeness I have with her, because she's like the closest person other than my parents that I'm with in my life, right? And then I was like, yeah, it was fucking weird. And I eventually decided not to go back for Sunday because it was supposed to be Sunday too. Like, imagine if I didn't make that decision. It would be very fucking weird. I could have even bleeded myself. And it's not like Huntress, it's not like something that people believe in. It's something people are told to, that it's something that people's minds change so that they are affected by it, right? Like those people, the girl, she's not a part. The people that are in that got the best experience are not part of a religion or cult. They're part of an experience that is very it's Scientology light. So it's like self-help motivation kind of platform that transforms people to think differently. And the way that they think differently makes it so they can't really they keep on reaffirming what they're experiencing through the same way, and it's really dangerous. And I wish I could. This was in grade 12, so this whole experience is slowly dwindling from my mind, and I haven't looked in Landmark itself in a long time. If you want more information on it and what they do, please search up anything along the lines of Landmark as a cult, Landmark as a scam and shit, and try to find the secret videos that are hidden. There's this one guy who had a fake camera and who was going into Landmark and doing shit.
Wait, there was a fake camera for Landmark? I thought it was just for Scientology or something.
No, there was a little bit for Landmark.
Because that really interests me. Because
yeah, you can get more information on this shit, and it's very interesting. And I did, and fucking cults are so dangerous.
Oh shit! Yeah, here it is.
You got it?
Here it is.
Cool. Post
it
in the.
Is this what you guys are talking about?
There's lots of these.
Oh wait, is that?
Oh wait, no. This is literally not Landmark.
This is by Landmark.
Oh shit!
Propaganda.
Shit.
Fuck! I don't watch that video. Shit.
I disliked.
Let's go. Dislike for the YouTube algorithm.
Fuck yeah. Jesus Christ, though. Yeah, there's so much information about them, and then I don't know. It's to be honest, after we had, I guess we had it.
Sorry.
We weren't as. Oh no, what were you about to say?
No, it's funny. Hunter's saying propaganda. That's exactly what it is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Exactly. What it is, man.
I don't know. I think it might be this.
Yeah.
So what were you saying now?
Shit, what was I gonna say?
Wow, some of these videos are like 12 years old.
Yeah, a lot of these are old videos. This idea came back from the 1980s, like you saw in the Reddit post.
Jeez.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, at first we found it fucking weird, but as soon as you start researching about Landmark, it's like, holy fuck, yeah, this is really a cult. We just like met a member of some fucked up.
Yeah, and like
brainwashing community.
Fuck, man.
Yep.
Like going into like having that happen to me on like it definitely changed the way I thought after, like for months after, to somewhat of an extent. Whenever I got to sit alone and think about things, I always was thinking like, oh, this story, this like how is this not like completely true to my existence, you know? Like shit like, oh, this doesn't matter. The way I approached life and relationships and stuff changed after that a bit, but it kind of changed back. Actually, now it's kind of changed to something completely different. I don't even fucking know. But
you think that experience affected you?
It definitely did affect me. Definitely affected me. Definitely. Like I could tell how I thought differently, and it was hard to think the way I used to think it.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, it was fucking so cringe and awkward knowing that I know how this guy got here, and it's like, Jesus Christ, my friends have to experience this fucking guy because my aunt is a part of this cult or whatever, and then I'm now leading this into your life, and it's like, oh god, I'm gonna pretend I don't know anything about this shit, and oh god, this is just cringe.
Right. Yeah, because I remember we were talking about it, and I remember you being a little like, I wouldn't say distant, but it's like I could tell it made you uncomfortable, but in a different way from us, because like it was something where you weren't really speaking up a lot about it, which I found weird at the time, because usually if you were, I don't know, imagining you in an experience like this, I'd imagine like you want to talk about it a lot because usually you're really introspective about stuff. And I remember at the time you were kind of like you weren't really talking about it, which I found strange. So.
Yeah. And like, it was fucking weird as fucking annoying. And it's like, geez, we're just trying to have fun. Why do people have to put their agendas on other people and shit like that?
Yeah, fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, fucking hell, man. I'm sorry to go through that, though.
It is what it is. It's just an experience in life, to be honest with you. There's so many shitty experiences. So maybe you've heard about... But, I think that, I don't know, a lot of experiences that I find that are shitty in life aren't, I think, like, looking back on it, it's more for the story of how we were introduced into a fucking cult. Like, not everybody has that experience. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It fucking changes your fucking mind, and it's sad, and it's like, Jesus Christ. And,
it's crazy to think it, like, actually happens, you know, because sometimes when you don't actually, even the babies are in it, what the fuck? No, but it's like, you see this stuff in, like, movies or shows and stuff, or maybe you hear about it secondhand, but it's like when you actually, like, experience it somewhat in person, it's like it really comes to your mind that, like, holy fuck, this is a real thing, you know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How can the babies be on it? What the fuck?
Now you're gonna sleep? Okay, good night, Huntress. Have a good sleep, man.
Good night.
Good night.
Me lady.
You gotta have Matt sing a lullaby to you.
Yeah.
Mull of Kintyre, on this broken in from the sea of desire, is always to be here, oh Mull of Kintyre.
But
Far have I traveled, much have I seen.
This guy loves singing.
Valleys and deserts of green. Something, 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 and I messed up the lyrics already. And it carries me home to the Mull.
Okay, buddy boy, I think we get the point. Man.
It's a lullaby.
Yeah, we didn't have to
You know
the whole
song,
thing,
Mull of Kintyre. It's a good song. Paul McCartney.
I think yeah, I know that one.
You, Huntress. You. Jesus.
But
a little bit of James, but mostly you.
Ooh.
Hey.
It's definitely not Huntress's taste, though. She would not like the song.
Yeah. But yeah, James, I guess that's the first time you heard, like, what's kind of your perspective on that, man? Have you ever dealt with shit like that before?
Not really. I had a really fucked dream that was kind of about a cult. Like a few weeks ago. I was really fucking weird. Yeah, no, not really. It's like you said, it's kind of crazy that it exists. It's crazy that's like in our world. Like, you know, it actually happens. I mean, we hear about these things, but we don't actually usually like know people who have gone through it or go through it ourselves. But yeah, luckily I don't think I think I sold the Scientology center like in the city I live in once.
I always do this when I see a Scientology center. I did it so on Broadway in New York. They have just off Broadway shows and shit. And when I went to see Hamilton, their the theater, it was like just off Broadway because it was like a few years after its initial release, so it wasn't the main cast anymore. It was still really good, but it was just off Broadway. It was like on Broadway. It was on the block of Broadway, but not on the street front. It was on the side. Anyways, not important. And it was right across from the fucking Scientology Center of New York. It's like, what? So I went like this to it, and I think I have a picture. It was really fucking weird. Nick does sound like a bot.
Yeah.
Nick is a bot. Let's be honest.
I'm a robot, man.
Beep bop, beep boop. But yeah. So, James, tell us about your dream.
Oh yeah, so it was this weird, like, it was fucking crazy. Basically, it was this really open city-like architectural mass of a place where the dream started where I thought it was this weird Buddhist thing, even though it's obviously just not. It was already like as soon as the dream started, I was like, "This isn't fucking Buddhist. No way, this is Buddhist. This is fucking horrifying." Basically, it started where gravity just didn't work. Gravity was different. So I was standing on these like stairs of water. Like, there was basically water everywhere in this first part of the dream. There were these like stairs rolling down, and people were sitting, but they were sitting as if the gravity was this way, like as if they were sitting on like a wall, like up, like looking that way, like sitting there. They like rose up from the water, came out of the water. They walked past, and there was this hallway, and basically it was all like kind of this marble tile, like texture thing, and it was really really tall. It was incredibly tall, and you'd go down the people would go down this hallway, and I was saying like Buddhist, um, like a Buddhist sort of speech because I know like a Buddhist speech, a little Buddhist phrase basically as they went past, and so you'd go past, and there was this massive hallway, and there were these shower things that would sprinkle you and like make you pure. I think was like the idea of it. You'd get that, you'd be like clean and pure. You'd go on, and then oh god, it's fucking weird. So there were these like cubicles, and they'd call them Journey 29. So the first one was called Journey 29, and you'd go in this cubicle, this like weird, like it was like a toilet basically, except you'd dispense your emotions in them. So you'd it kind of like a confession dial. You'd go into one of them, and you'd like I think you'd like cry or something. You'd basically let all your emotion out. And then I went in one of them, did that. I did do it. I didn't think I was just like looking in there. And then it was like this Alice in Wonderland thing because there was a sink that was really high up and I couldn't get to it, and it was like, and there were these fucking guys and they're just like vibing, and they're like, "Yo, what's up?" or whatever. I was like, "Oh, hi, whatever." Walked, so I walked out of Journey 29. There's another one. I can't remember what it was, like Journey 8 or something.
Yeah.
And then it's fucking weird. Yeah, fucking weird. And then there's another area where it was really like a creepy fucking dream because it was like really emotional, but without like any evidence of it being emotional. And that, like, so you go out on this like dock area thing, and you'd see like really far away. There's this dock, and there were these people who they're like people they loved had died, and they were with them. They're like with them, and they're happy, but it was just like fake, strange version of like happiness where something felt fucking off, like something didn't feel right. So, so there was that like dock area, and then you'd go back, and there was another journey one, and this one was basically a bunch of items, and they're all Buddha statues, which is well, not all of them, but like there sort of a few Buddha statues. It's fucking Buddhism anyway. They're all in different colors, and what you'd have to do, like they're like a bunch of reds and a bunch of whites. You'd have to focus on one of the colors. Like you'd have to find everything in the room that was that color and focus on it. I think or something like that. And then you back up, and then there'd be this exit, and this exit would be through like a grate. And then I met with my like family, and I was like, I think I even remember saying in the dream, I was like, "It's really weird. What's going on here?" Oh, whatever. I think I remember saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on to like, there was a gift shop. It's really weird. And in this gift shop, there were like Buddhist, again with the fucking Buddhist bullshit. It's not fucking. It's well, Buddhism isn't bullshit, but it's not Buddhism. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were like Buddhist monk drapes, but they had like a superhero fucking hood on them and shit. And like they were like like they were like there was some sort of I don't know, outfit or something. James James has reached Nirvana.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the best fucking thing on Tris. That would have been buying something and like see it in real life. And there was this rig thing, like this body rig thing, and I remember like it's really funny. I think Cal really like this because I was like, oh, I think I might want to buy that. I might want to use that as camera gear or something. It's like, and there were these girls in front of me, and they were in the way, and I was like telling them to get out of the way. And then basically the end of the dream, we went back to like the area. There was this grate, and we were trying to like escape out of this grate from this area. I think it was so fucking weird because it's the strangest I've felt in a dream in a long time. Because, like I said, it had that like weird, emotionally. You weren't terrified, but there was something inside you that just knew something was terribly wrong in the dream, you know? And it was really fucking weird. Yeah, that's basically it from what I remember.
That sounds like exactly what a cult sounds like.
Maybe it was Landmark. I don't know.
Like yeah. It was hard for Landmark. I don't know, like my experience was not that I was extremely like scared. It was more like there was something off that I couldn't comprehend because it was confusing to understand exactly what they were telling you. And confusing to understand exactly like what was happening because people were getting their issues fixed or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was weird. But yeah, you should that would be an interesting scene or something. I don't know. Something to think about to include in your future works maybe.
True,
very
yeah.
Very vivid for you or something maybe.
It'd be a movie, man.
Yeah.
Turn into a feature.
What is it?
That'd be cool.
Journey 29 is it? Did you say?
Yeah, Journey 29 was the name of one of the cubicles.
Yeah, that's
things.
a fucking very interesting name.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the enlightened one has to be found. That's true.
Vivid Dreamer Gang.
We got better right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally agree though. It would be fucking great. And yeah, it's like I think I know what you mean about that, mate, though. Like in that because it seems right because people are getting their issues fixed. Like good things are happening. You think like a part of you thinks it's right, but obviously the reasons that their issues are being fixed isn't right, and it's fucked. It's like it's morally wrong, and it's like it's not it's just fucked up. It's manipulating people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's fucked up.
The funny thing is, it's not as manipulating as Scientology, and it's not as manipulating as things that make you believe that, like, do you guys know the story about drinking the punch? So basically, TLDR, this guy started his own church and made the church of 1300 or something. It was 1300, and then 400 came with him. They moved to cheap land in Guyana, and the cops are starting to investigate them because they said, well, the cops were interested in it already because they're like, what happened to these people? And so reporters came over there, and what happened was the reporters, the people in the cult said anybody can leave if they want to leave, but no, and then no one's gonna leave. But then, like on the last day, I think somebody left with the reporter, and then the reporter the person who left gave the police information that would allow them to raid them. And so what happened was by the time the police had raided them, they'd all drink cyanide that was in the punch. And then they were all found dead. There were like 400 people dead or something. I don't know the exact numbers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
It is. And it's like shit like that, like to believe that you're gonna fucking find salvation through shit like that and like psychology. It's like Landmark isn't as invasive as that. They're like Scientology light, but it's in a really fucking the worst way possible because you're looking at things that are fucked up, but are not fucked up. First of all, not fucked up for the government to do anything against it under current government regulations. And two, okay, because you know Landmark's worth $72 million worldwide. That's what they are as a company.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they're a corporation or whatever. Anyways, and it's fucking bullshit. And the other thing is, it's not fucked up enough for you to be like considering it completely morally wrong. You know, like you can't judge
the
it.
Government,
you can't judge
the government and the media can't intervene.
Yeah,
basically.
but like that, yes, but like you personally can't judge it. It's really hard to judge what it is. It's hard. It would be harder and less people join Scientology than Landmark because of how easy or how difficult it is to discern that Landmark is a bad thing, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it's still the same fucking shit. The only difference is Landmark doesn't kill people over it, and Landmark doesn't have a wide range of network connections. Because Scientology invaded the fucking FBI and took all the records the FBI had of them in the 70s. This is I think.
What? Yo, I didn't know that. This is
You
insane.
should look into it. They fucking took all the records in the fucking. They invaded the fucking Pentagon, bro, and took all the records off of fucking Scientology members and shit. It was fucking crazy.
Wow. You got the Sea Org. Got the Sea Org going too. You know, with all the fucking. Basically, they have slaves, right, working all day.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
How do they manage? Because Scientology used to have, not as much now, but they used to have such a wide range of normal people who would just be a part of it. Because it's so easy to get hooked up in that. Like any one of us could technically become, if depending on the day, any one of us could be susceptible to a cult. Yeah. Like it depends on how you're feeling and who is talking to you in your life and shit like that. Like if my mom fucking didn't call me, I could have got involved in it, right? Like shit like that. It's fucking scary to think about. Like if in some regard,
especially when your relatives are trying to get you into it, or maybe close
especially.
friends. And it's like it's not like you're just hearing this from someone off the street. You know, this is someone who is in your life. You probably value their opinion to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And it's like fuck.
Like shit.
You might actually look.
If things went differently, we could be talking to James right now on the podcast. But it wouldn't have been a podcast that we'd do this. It would be like a personal setting or something where it'd be like, "Yo, James, you should really try this out, man." And you'd be the next week you could be in a fucking online Landmark seminar, man. Who fucking knows?
True,
man?
yeah.
No, I wouldn't be susceptible to join a cult, man. I'm too stubborn.
I mean, yeah, maybe, man.
He's too much of a rule breaker to join a fucking. I think.
Hopefully,
yeah, it's fucking true, man.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't fucking join a cult. I've already got my own religion, brother.
Yeah, what's that?
Mostly Buddhism, man.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Fucking enlightened as fuck then.
Mm-hmm.
You woke, bro.
I love my boy. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I met Buddha once. Well, I'm close friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's right.
Oh yeah.
Cool with us right now.
He's among us right now. Oh my goodness. Have you shown James all the fucking old movies and shit?
I may have.
They're so good.
Great. That's great. They're fucking amazing, man. Zeke Hale.
He's fucking enlightened. Yes.
Can't
Yo,
convert
well,
James.
sorry.
He's
You can't convert the J-man,
yeah.
you know?
No,
Just
you
can't
can't
do
do it. Yeah, so yeah, no, you can't do it.
Well, that's good.
Huntress
Then.
knows. Huntress knows
That's
that.
good then. Fuck. And I mean, like for me, it's kind of like I don't know exactly. It's not that I don't like. I fucking don't think of myself in any religion really, and I think I'm kind of too much in a middle ground and a little bit too impressionable. But I'm also pretty neurotic as it is too. I don't know. So I think I
It's
would
pretty good
definitely be
combination.
susceptible to it. But who knows, man?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a different person now too. So
It's a good point.
You're
I
a lot
don't
more
think
that than
I don't think now
we're-
that that's happened in my life that it's kind of like a fucking chicken pox. When you get chicken pox once, you're never going to get it again, right? Or
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I have a problem with fence sitters. Okay, look.
Oh shit.
Higher being is whatever the universe is, right? The universe is the higher being. I ain't no fence sitter, but like I fucking don't give too much thought into things because I know exactly what I believe, and I believe in like the universe, right? I believe in me and I believe in the universe, right? It's like John Lennon. I believe in me and Yoko and me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that, like fuck. Because I'm the only one I can only control myself, and the universe can only do what the universe does. You know.
You can't control others.
Yeah.
Unless you're a fucking
Yeah.
Unless like I don't. My intention. You can control others, but my intention is not to control others. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be sociopathic about things, right?
Maybe we should be then.
Like
Maybe your wife would be
I make.
we were all
I don't make. It's
absolutely.
not like a. Well, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to make a point here. My point is that
Okay.
I don't go around trying to be sociopathic, but I mean I kind of could be if I really wanted to. Like if I looked into it, you know, fucking Helter Skelter, the fucking
Manson family.
Yeah, thank you. Charles Manson. He took all his ideas from Hare Krishna, the Indian cult, and I could do exactly the same thing as he did, and try and get a bunch of people in it, right? Like I could just go. I could be a sleeper, fucking just be a sleeper agent on YouTube, get 1 million subscribers, start talking about my cult slowly and slowly, bringing it in, and I would get like if I get even 10,000, like which is 0.01% of the people who watch me to join it, I can have them invest into my cult, and I can have the financial impact of 10,000 people or something like that, right? You can take you can take over people's lives and shit, right? Like that. You can't do it illegally, but you can do it illegally, but if you want to get away with it, right? You have to do like self-help shit and whatever. And I mean there's a lot of cult of personalities, right? Like around Stalin, but there's like mini cult of personalities. Why do you buy merch that has someone's fucking logo all over the front of it, right?
True.
There's it's a bit of a cult of personality. It's not a big one, but there's things like that. Like clothing is very different to actual ideals, of course. Very different. But you have influence over people, and people will do what you'll say. And like I could fucking be a sleeper and fucking just be like, yeet, I'm gonna do a cult now. Come join. Timeworks creator. Yep, basically. Yep, basically.
Yeah.
Nick's gonna start a cult. It's gonna be a Landwark. It's be called Landwark.
Yeah. Landwark worldwide, bro.
Landwark worldwide.
Yeah.
No, man.
You guys want to join?
Brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So basically, what I learned today is you can start your own cult.
Yes.
People can join, and you just have to have a really influential personality, and you could do it. So I think I'll just do it. Boy. I just want to do it.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you know
Go for it,
what?
man.
Wait, this T-shirt actually looks really nice. Is this a
Which one?
the green long sleeve?
What for Timeworks merch?
Yeah, classic. It's green. I like green.
Uh,
What's your call gonna be? I'm not gonna. My point is, I made a conscious decision in my head that I'm not gonna try to do that. Okay.
but that doesn't mean that I can't do it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. You gave me the idea, man. You gave me the idea.
Yeah, but like you can only go so far with that, you know. Like a lot of.
I mean, I'm willing to go as far as it takes me. To be honest.
Yep.
Okay, well, you could just be. You don't even have to start a cult, and you can get a shit ton of money from people.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak
Well,
ideas.
you know, we have a Patreon. We have a Patreon going for Jackal,
Jesus Christ.
so we can start getting that ball rolling. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trick, man.
Hey.
Might even want to get one of those Timeworks phone cases, but he doesn't have a case for my phone, and I like my case right now.
Yo, what kind of phone you have?
Huawei, bro.
Wallway.
Oh.
He's got
All right. Well, I don't know.
that hacker shit going.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Has he got a Nokia?
No, Huawei, the Chinese phone, you know.
Oh, Huawei. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one with is it the Chinese government? That's like they're spying on you, aren't
What? Yeah, of course.
they? Yeah, of course, man. I know.
They're all too expensive for me. Nick needs a sale on his site.
Yo, that's a good idea.
You know what you
Spring
should do?
sale?
A spring sale would be perfect because you said you
True.
get most of your sales around like gifting times, right?
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make a spring
Yeah.
sale.
So you bring
It'll be good.
you bring a sale in to rejuvenate your purchases.
Hell yeah, boy.
Right,
I love that.
yeah.
People, and more people want more. You
Hell
know?
I
Yo,
can
did
get
you learn
behind
all
that.
this from business?
I mean, yeah.
From business class?
Yep.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from business class. Learned a lot.
Mhm.
You know, the whole basis
Yeah.
of economics is basically when something happens, there's going to be a reaction, and things usually level each other out, and everybody's
Yeah.
trying to be the best. So, the maximum peak is lowered, then like shit like that. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah. Supply and demand.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
supply and demand, because demand can't be infinite, so supply can't be infinite, so demand can't like fucking.
Yeah. I get you, man. I get you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Anyways, like but like also like you can only things are I don't know. There's fucking graphs and shit. Like if you sell something, if there's a certain amount of supply, there'll be a certain demand, but there's also like a certain price you can put things at. Anyways.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
Business applications in calc? Yeah, but that's fucking bullshit ass shit. Business applications, calculus business applications just don't make sense. It's like a lot of the things that you're doing in business will be basic accounting.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. You think we're gonna do the after hours soon?
I think it's time to get into after hours.
Heck yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh, James is, I don't know, that's the face of this is gonna be interesting.
He doesn't know what's up, man.
He doesn't know what's up. I'm gonna fucking.
I didn't tell him what was up, so it's
Okay.
gonna be something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Huntress, you gotta get some sleep.
Yep.
I'm just scared of what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huntress
Huntress
fucking
never-
used so much shit already that she's like, I don't even fucking.
Yeah.
I think she's
Good
already
night.
scarred.
Never been a part of the after hours podcast, so
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna try to get Huntress on here one of these days, but we'll see.
maybe that'd be cool.
Maybe.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, she's on every
Right.
stream pretty much anyway.
Yeah, but she
Just-
can't really
Yeah.
talk that much. She has fucking
Oh,
family shit going on, and she's
Yeah.
a fucking sheltered child. So
oh. That's a bit of a shame, but
Yeah,
sure we
it's
can
a
find a
bit of
word for that.
shame, but she's an
Yeah.
interesting person. But so it might
Yeah.
not be for too long. We can talk to her, but we'll see. So
Yeah.
Josh, James, whatever your fucking names is. Fucking, I'm tired. I don't fucking know.
Alright.
Anyways,
Let's
James, man. Yeah, right.
Yeah, fuck.
bro,
Alright,
I'm fucking
well.
dead inside. I'm actually I fucking I want to fucking eat because I haven't eaten yet and my stomach's growling. I'm sorry for calling you the wrong name. But
Don't
anyways,
worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
it's your turn to do the outro.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been quite the cast. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you, Huntress. Thank you that one guy I talked to in chat. I don't know where he is. Oh, Arthenis GG. I think I left ages ago. Yeah, thanks guys. That was a great cast. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of course.
I think it was a great balance. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. It was a great balance of a bit of comedy and a bit of philosophy and a bit of like sort of serious side and comedy side. So I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. That has been the D-Man Podcast.
Hell yeah, the Dmanious
Heck
Podcast.
yeah.
Let's go.
Dmanious Podcast. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, peace
Good night,
out.
God bless.
Good night,
Peace out.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Josh.
See y'all.
Bye.